Hey, welcome in, everybody. We're going to jump right into it. Our party had infiltrated artists under the guise of being arrested. They were managed to get one informant inside of artists in all this time, and it was somebody not even from Spey. They recruited him out of Domum, who came across the sea with the Pater. He managed to smuggle in basically one key item for everybody. I think our two ranged characters both took a bow and arrows, took one of their bows. You brought a spell focus. You brought a grappling hook.
No, I was the one that suggested that.
What did you bring?
I think a crossbow.
No, his cloak of Arachnia, right?
Oh, that might have been it. I have to check again.
But you
And then he's found.
He has found a dagger since they murdered a guy.
And an arrow.
Yeah, had an arrow that he was using. since he
Yeah,
found
my
his dagger.
cloak. Right.
Yeah,
I have
right,
my
cloak of
staff.
Arachnia. You have a staff of healing, right, as your spell focus, and you have
A copy.
a copy of your spell tome. That's right. Your grimoire as your
Not the
spellcasting
real
focus and your spells. Cool.
No, because it has secret.
Our party managed to pick the lock of the dungeon because they were left with a lockpicking kit as well. Thieves' Tool kit. They assassinated the one guard that was guarding the cells, except he was guarding the door leading into the cells, not the cell doors coming out from the cells. So he didn't really expect to see you guys coming. He was also sleeping. You guys, with lucky timing, managed to sneak out of the dungeon, started making your way down the main hallway, passing the front gate door, because the guards, again, were faced outwards. They weren't expecting anybody to be inside already. Some unlucky stealth rolls. You mistimed it, and just as you were coming towards the end of the long hall, two groups of individuals walked out of opposite rooms, turned to face you, and you guys have found yourself in a combat scenario. In front of you is a paladin wearing all black steel, carrying a black greatsword. Glaive, sorry, not greatsword.
That's not as cool.
I mean, that's arguably.
One of them is a priest wearing steel-plated armor underneath and over it like a white cloak, carrying a mace, a maul, and then behind them are two lightly cloaked, what look like priests. Who don't seem, who I guess who do have a mace. Let's roll initiative.
I think my favorite moment from last session was Colin did 2 rolls at full night and rolled 2 natural.
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane.
I think John's playing
it's your-
I think I
it's
had
your bow
3
rolls.
rolls,
You have 3 rolls, oh, okay. 2 of which are natural ones. I think
one
of them
caused
was
this,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a stealth check.
Sal just tripped over herself and did a
23.
Right. Also, I loved it when you
Are you going to be able to play Hardiki's character for?
I can, yeah.
Or
It's
I
on
can do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either or.
I loved it when you threw like the mud ball at the guard, and I was like, double it! And I threw like another mud ball.
Oh, yeah.
So we all got arrested.
Yeah, what the heck was up with that?
We
You're
had
supposed
to
to
get
get arrested.
arrested.
I know, but it can be way cooler.
Disturbing the peace. I mean,
About efficiency, Bert.
What did you want to do?
one of the
Shank
people.
somebody?
No,
death penalty.
Oh.
Like scare shit out of someone.
No.
I don't know.
How do you get somebody's attention that causes them immediate anger?
We're
You
trying to
either
commit-
spit in their face or slop with mud. Just
right.
like
We're trying to
ugh.
commit misdemeanors, not felonies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's aggravated assault on an officer. Twice.
Yeah.
That is a felony.
Well, he had it coming.
Twice?
Yeah, twice.
No, I started swinging.
Anyways.
Alright.
Also, I think that we
Hey, me
need to
too.
take. This is time sensitive.
Yes, it is.
These can run away and bring down.
Oh, they were
So-
gonna raise the alarm.
We need to.
All right. What is our initiatives? We had 23 from Swift,
10 for ball.
17.
10 Ballin, 17 Phoenix.
Which is insane. I have advantage and a +5,
Harvey has 15. Manny,
10.
I was like, how
Sal.
about
15.
Boom. All right.
We have to settle the tie.
Okay.
Can we settle the tie with the D6 roll?
I think
Or it auto does it for me.
Amazing.
Because it's
Kick your
based
ass.
it's based it's based on
That's
your
good,
dex.
that's good.
Yeah, it's based on dex. So it's whoever has the higher dex.
Sure, we can't do a D6?
14.
Against the
Rollies.
Dude, I meant to go last because I got
All right,
I got 10.
Swift, you are
How
up
did you get
first.
advantage?
I have sent you guys a
Well,
link
that's
to
one
it.
thing.
Yep, I got it to
Oh,
Hunter
oh,
already.
okay.
From where you're at, Swift, it is 100 feet to them.
Don't let them escape.
Okay.
It's 600 feet.
Yeah. So where do you want to move?
Can I go to like the corner?
Right here,
A little bit further.
Are they?
like towards the middle.
Towards me.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are simply like different
Ooh,
colored.
wouldn't they
They're
be
not
too?
raised or lowered platforms
Yeah,
at all.
that's weird. I just
Yep.
It's
kind of go
super
off to
good.
the side, and then I'll go for the what is that? Priest B.
Priest B, back right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
I'm
we'll
going
make that.
to put my
That's so bad.
What's the range on that?
Just kidding, I'm not doing my size right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can I go up a little bit? Not that far.
Yeah, you have 40 feet of movement, right?
Then yeah, because it's 60 feet. Because I was right.
Yeah.
I got 40.
So
Never mind.
there, that is exactly 60 feet. 70. Yeah. Let's see. You have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, it was 100 feet to the War Priest Black things. It's 110 feet to Priest B.
Okay, then I'll go.
So where you're at, it's still 70 feet to Priest B.
Then I'll go for the war priest.
War Priest? Yeah, absolutely. Slayer Spray.
Yeah.
Is this from Morgan Trail?
Yeah. And I'm taking my
That's
next
why I
class.
thought.
It's from the Taylor
I'm
Swift
taking my
sites.
Oh, that makes sense.
What about
This music.
What?
You say what about my T Swizzle?
20 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
I forgot that I got two for the second. And 31 to hit for the second one.
31 to hit. Okay, both hit.
What does the zealot on the diamond mean for
Cantrip?
spells?
Concentration.
Concentration. Thank you. That's the word.
Hey, I feel like I'm in college camping.
Getting quiz.
I feel like it should stand for free cinnamon roll.
I want to 46. That's mean.
Oh,
I'm promoting
There's
eating
a
a
chewy
cinnamon roll.
protein bar.
46.
46.
This is
Okay.
coffee.
Phoenix.
I am going to cast. Are they about 20 feet apart?
Priest A and B are 25 feet apart.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, around B and around these guys, I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast Silence.
What's the range?
120 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you can hit it from where you're standing. Do you want to move up at all or no?
Probably a little bit. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. So I kind of want them at the back end of that, so that if we move forward. So I don't know how to do a 20.
Sorry, I can do that. It's a how big of a sphere?
20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is
20-foot
immune-
radius?
20-foot radius sphere.
Oh,
Okay.
you're good.
Yeah,
Can I have it so they're towards the back end?
like this.
As far down as we can get it? Yeah. So that way if they move forward, we still have room that you guys won't be heard if you're killing them.
Ooh, nice.
So for those around me, or I'll tell my party, or my people going, hey, if you guys move up, as long as they stay in an area, nobody will be able to hear us fighting them.
Can you see it? Is it like
No.
invisible?
For a cleric, you're really good at murdering. And
I heard that be quiet and I knew what we would need. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there. So,
Just fucked up Luke's. They can leave the circle
they can leave the circle.
and run out the room.
Uh-huh.
If they know.
So, sorry.
I mean,
I
that's
tried
great.
something new.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's gonna, especially because now they can't cast spells in that area.
Look at him. He's over there.
Is that the end of your turn?
He's scrambling.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah, that is all I can do.
Okay.
Oh, what's up in there?
I gotta erase something. Yeah, there's no verbal component to this spell.
Yeah.
No. I'm just checking which spells they have. I'm gonna have Priest A. He's gonna take a step back behind him,
Yep.
and he's gonna cast Dispel Magic.
This guy.
Dang. What a pawn.
What a stepper.
What a right? What a unfun haver.
Cool. So you're gonna watch as your silence bubble immediately. Priest A steps back in response, and not even looking at you, just and like switches his arm and almost pulls the silence into like his cloak, and it disappears.
Crow hates being in a library.
He's ready to party rock
Yeah,
at
he
the
wants
house
to
tonight.
be loud.
We're party priests in this house.
Okay, well, that's my whole turn.
And my party advice is beating poor people.
Enslavement of the general population. You want to listen to house music? How about house arrest music?
That's the other thing that's been on my TikTok. It's like the ankle monitor videos with people, and I'm like, why did this get
Oh
on
my
there?
gosh. Last night, Kathleen and I were driving. She was driving.
We've had a lot of mini
And-
side quest stories today.
But there's a car pulled over on the side of the road right before the hospital, and this guy is like hanging out, and he's like just like this in the backseat of the
Swift
car.
does an
but
11 hit.
half of it, anyways, and all I noticed was I went, Kathleen, he has an ankle monitor on. No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
Priest B attempts to cast Radiant Flame on you and fails.
I forgot.
Haruki's turn.
Yeah, you're all, what is happening? He's like half in the street, hanging out with his car.
She will move up.
Like that. And I'm a bard.
25 feet. And she will attempt to make a longbow attack against Priest B.
Let's see if it'll
That
roll
is
score
a
battery.
miss.
Yep.
Good idea, Katie.
I'm strong.
Just barely though.
Looks like some abstract art I would see in a modern museum.
Second attack.
No, that's a banana tape in the wall.
Hit.
I think you're getting it wrong.
Same.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Not that good of a roll.
Yeah, millions of dollars.
Sal, it is your turn as Haruki manages to land a hit against Priest B for 7.
Whoosh. Kaboosh.
Whoosh kaboosh.
He cast Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. Got it. Fireball.
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 Where's the your
Oh, that's loud.
what's the radius of it?
Dex, it's 150
Oh
feet.
shoot.
What's
it
the
is.
radius of it?
Radius is 20 feet.
Oh, dang
A
it.
square.
So maximum people.
I think it hits everybody. Yep, it hits all of them.
So Dex 20.
Dex 20. All right.
Dex 20.
It's at 5th level as well. I should have
That's
said.
good. You can use one to pick up the other. Not for long.
You should try tape sometime. You're gonna be baffled.
Get rid of your mind.
Our one cat licks.
They all fail.
Really?
They all fail.
33 fire damage.
33 fire damage across the board. Priest B fizzles up and burns to death.
Crispy. Smells perfect.
You can smell from that far? That you have a great nose.
It's my tongue.
It
Oh.
smells horrible. Do that.
He had rose perfume on him.
That's such a cool fact about the guy who said do it. I was just going into a coughing fit.
Yeah, I don't know if Luke knew about that one. Side quest story. Did you know that when Ian McDermott said do it, it was because the set was super dusty, and he said that, and they had to cut like immediately after he said it because he went into a coughing fit.
Oh, that's funny. Do it.
That's why he was about to, yeah.
All right. End of your turn.
Yeah, that was an turn. I'm Molotov cocktail.
Quietly.
Not quietly.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm saying?
it's probably a loud combustion. So this is a stealth mission. Stealth.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Killing everybody in this castle, I guess.
Also, Sal's natural one that made us fail this.
Yeah.
So she's
Sal,
good- she's
Sal
committed.
knows and is like not looking at you
Yeah.
from shame right now. She's just like,
Oh, like she feels shame.
She's
Wow.
committing to blowing her cover.
Blackguard will cast Find Steed.
if she's anything less than
Oh.
perfect.
That's such a
Um,
good spell.
Yep.
For paladins, yeah. Oh, I'm jealous.
We've converted to wireless charging.
I didn't plug mine in yet,
Because
so
I can't
no.
take my phone case off, so I can't do wireless.
I haven't. Because I didn't
got
put
some
it
time
in
to
the
10
room
minutes
yet.
down the line.
Nope, too late. Verbally binding.
Verbally binding contract.
No, it's
As he casts it.
it's your game. It's not like house rules like Magic. It's
All right.
I'm better than that.
I imagine for 10 minutes of casting like the ritual cast of Find Speed or Steed. Maybe it's not ritual, but just 10 minutes of casting it. You're like,
is Phantom. I think
Bailey,
Yeah.
Bailey, where you at, Bailey? Yeah.
He will Misty Step to you, Swift. Move up, Misty Step, and then he will make attacks. He gets 3
Oh yeah, it
attacks.
costs 11 minutes for Phantom Steed. Yeah, but I have it virtually as well. Oh, it is still Witcher. Still good. DLC.
All right.
You're a
Katie,
big
first
deal.
attack is 20 to hit, 16 to hit, and 15 to hit. Alright, so all 3 hit.
Good luck, Swifty.
New personality talk.
Yeah, alright.
I need to start writing down. I had an idea for one.
Where's my die?
Should do an airhead.
No, I did
That was the
Valley
whole
Girl.
first.
Oh, Valley Girl is airhead.
Yeah, like someone ditzy. Yeah.
Do you have resistance to necrotic damage?
I used to with my crown. Or no,
Crown.
the ring. The ring I had.
Supposedly
Or did you keep the
are
crown?
supposed to be here
Oh,
forever.
yeah.
I had to bring my spell.
First
Even
attack.
better.
First
See, I
attack
don't know.
deals 23 damage. Second attack deals
FedEx.
8 damage. Third attack deals 19 damage. That first attack was almost a max roll.
Oh my gosh. Yep. I was gonna ask if you guys Divine Smite.
He does, but he bonus action to his Misty Step.
Wow. Could have been worse. Could have been worse, but. How you look? How you
Ballin',
looking
it's
over
your
there,
turn.
Swifty?
So I got a question.
Yep.
When I measured from this pillar to this pillar, it was like right at 40 feet. Is that accurate?
35. Yeah.
Perfect. That's even better. Okay. So I'm gonna run up.
Do a kickflip.
Do it.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a
the web-
kickflip. Yeah,
the-
yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna do a kickflip.
Sorry, I gotta throw chaos.
Roll me an athletics check.
Probably really good at it.
So I'm gonna go over.
Breaks an ankle.
I'm gonna
Rolls
go
with
over
disadvantage on
Well,
one point
get
of
a nat,
exhaustion.
get a nat 1.
Right, 50.
Disadvantage on all dexterity, half movement.
And then what I'm seeing from where I'm at now to like the middle right here is like 50 something feet.
Where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where were you? How'd you get up there?
I have 50 feet movement speed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just
Yeah, yeah. then
walked
you're good.
from right next to like Manny or
Yeah.
so.
So that's 50 feet to the war priest.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast it right behind the war priest, right in that little cross section.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast web and it's twice the area, which is 20-foot cube doubled to 40-foot cube. So anything that's within 40 feet of that, even the ceiling if it's 40 feet.
40-foot radius or 40-foot diameter?
It's a 40-foot cube total.
Okay.
So it's
So I think that's diameter.
Yep.
yeah. And then in the air too, it's 40 feet.
Oh.
Length,
Yeah.
width,
It's a
height.
cube.
Yeah, length, width, height, 40 feet. Okay.
And then
Big old white caul.
yeah, they have. If the webs are anchored between solid masses such as walls or trees, Once opened, it stays there.
Yep.
Each creature that starts its turn inside the web or that enters during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs until it breaks free.
It's a mechanic.
What's the save?
My spell save DC, which is like not very much. 13. And it's like a spell from an item. And then I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Manny.
I can walk up 30 feet and well, I don't know if I'm gonna walk up to the black guard yet.
30 feet gets you here.
Oh, okay. So I guess
you
not.
can do.
Yeah.
That's the one next time.
I'm going to cast Grasping Vine at 5th level. It has a range of 60 feet. Does that get close enough to...
No, you are just outside of it.
So how far is it? Where's 60 feet?
60 feet ends right in front of the war priest. So 60 feet ends right here.
What about 30 feet from the priest? Does that put that over here?
30 feet from the priest?
Yeah.
30 feet from the priest is, well, it's halfway between you and the priest.
30? No.
Well, almost. 30 feet from the priest is...
That'd be like
The regular priest?
It's like right here.
the regular... No, not the war priest. Sorry, the regular priest.
Priest.
Because I can do an attack that hits both. That's within a 30-foot.
Yeah, it's just outside, it's literally just outside the border of the cube. 30
Right outside
feet.
the... Okay, perfect. So I'm going to put a Grasping Vine, cast at 5th level right here.
Right there?
Cool. I'd actually put it up a little bit further if I can.
Okay.
It's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
To cast a spell, and the Grasping Vine itself has a melee spell attack range.
Yep.
For 30 feet. So, I'm gonna conjure it. Then I make a melee spell attack. I can do it twice because I upcast it. A 14 to hit the Furnace Priest.
That hits.
And then to hit the War Priest. That's gonna be a dirty 30.
Ooh, that hits.
Cool. Dirty 30. So, for damage, the first one for the War Priest, it's gonna be. I'm sorry, the first one for the regular priest,
Yep.
23 damage.
It is Big Dad.
And
It is stuck in the webs and the vine's trying to pull and like literally you see his torso twist and he's just ripped in half.
So,
Where like
teamwork,
the torso gets
teamwork.
pulled in and then the legs are left in the webs.
Nice. Second attack against the
It's
actual War
art.
Priest, 14 damage.
Okay.
And it's gonna be pulled
How's that spell?
towards the vine.
It can't be
Like true
It's-
nature
it's
show.
immobile from the webs.
Death in
Okay.
nature. It's
Right,
a
the webs-
perfect
webs-
symbiotic relationship.
Hunter,
in
the
a
webs
sense.
it has zero. It can't move.
It's your
No.
movement, but like you can force movement on someone.
It's
Or-
like
I'm
Frodo
gonna
trying to.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, can at least the vine grapple the creature? If
Yeah.
it has the 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Okay, so the creature is grappled.
Yeah.
Creature's hit.
I think it's already restrained, right? Or what is
It's
it?
gonna save 13 on the start.
What does the web do exactly? Can you repeat it from the beginning?
Each creature that starts its turn inside the web or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free.
Okay.
A creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. If it succeeds, it's no longer restrained. The webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of web exposed to burning flame deals 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Cool.
And then, bonus action my turn, I'm going to do what I can to intimidate the blackguard, or to like get his attention.
Bark
or to-
at him.
Throw some more. Not a wolf yet. I'm gonna try to maybe intimidate the guard, or whatever I can do to provoke him. I don't know what
Okay.
that would be.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay, cool.
Stupid
That's a
boy.
5.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah.
Alright.
Black guard, what are you guarding, stupid people?
End of your turn?
Yeah, that's it. My turn.
Okay, War Priest is gonna cast heal. And that's the end of its turn.
Did it make a saving throw? Dexterity save?
No. It is gonna start yelling though. The War Priest
it's
is.
gotta do it at the start of its turn.
It doesn't have to.
You can choose to fail.
Oh.
Yeah.
It can use its action to try and escape. It failed the dex saving throw.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
restrained.
I
It
got
can
you.
use its
Just
action to try and escape. It's already
because you're
restrained.
restrained doesn't mean you can't do things.
Yeah,
Just-
restrained is just 0 movement, disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah. But spells and stuff.
He,
smell.
the War Priest, you immediately starts screaming, just help! Help in the halls! Help! Swift, it is your turn. You are face to face with the Black Guard.
Kick him in the nads. That was the biggest cheerleader tonight.
I guess I'll move my Slayer Spray to the one in front of me.
Okay.
And try and hit him with the longbow, which is disadvantage, right?
You're gonna have disadvantage.
I'm still taking my
Sounds very Trump.
Still taking minus 5 copy.
I'm taking my 14.
14 misses.
That's my turn. Oh wait, no, I have one more.
You have 2 attacks.
I rolled twice, so I confused myself.
Phoenix, you're up next.
Natural one.
Mm.
Looks so smug over there. Well, this is gonna be a little bit wasted, but I was gonna guiding bolt, and it was a natural 20
Woo!
On the
at the War Priest.
War Priest, okay. Roll your crit damage.
12, so 24.
Okay.
Oh. And that's my turn.
Okay. Haruki's turn. She is going to. This. Somebody had. Oh, they have. Haruki's gonna move up and attempt to cast banishment through her bow. On the War Priest. So that is a wisdom saving throw, I believe. Charisma saving throw.
You'd be
Is
charming enough not to be banished.
a fail. 13. So you guys watch as the War Priest disappears, blinks out.
Hey,
Sal,
that
it's
was
your
Just
turn.
Instantly kill, vaporize that dude.
I am going to lightning bolt Blackguard. I'll have to move a little bit, but I'll do that here in a second. But it's a Dex 20 at third level. Sorry.
At who? The Blackguard?
Yep. I think so.
Can you get a line?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a fail.
Alrighty. That is 27 lightning damage.
Okay.
And if he has anything on him that catches flame,
He has like a couple of like paper seals strapped to like taped to the or like waxed onto the armor, like little pieces of red cloth that hangs off the black steel, and immediately it all starts like sizzling and burning.
Yeah, that's turn. I'll move here in a second.
Okay. Blackguard. It is going to make 3 attacks against Swift.
Saying I didn't provoke him enough?
Huh?
I didn't provoke him enough?
No.
What are you guarding, stupid people?
That is a 25 to hit, a
Yeah, new personality coming
15, and a natural 1.
The national one.
Burn.
Got him.
What's that?
It is going to smite on one of them.
Every time I hear this playlist, it just makes me want to go play Witcher.
The Witcher was actually a pretty good game from the time it came out.
It is my favorite game. I have logged probably more hours into it than Star.
It's kind of like it's one of the games that I start making now. That I always compare to like Witcher, Witcher 2, Witcher 3.
Yeah, the 3 is the most recent.
The one from like 2014, I think.
Came out 2015. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
You need to make a DC 13 con saving
Witcher looks way
throw.
better than the one.
Yeah. Yes. They also made that comparison with Red Dead Redemption
Yeah.
2. It's a 2018 game. It still looks better than games coming out 7 years
25.
later.
Okay, that's a success. You're still going to take
Oh, there's a Assassin's Creed Black Shadows.
20 points of damage on the first, and 17 on the second attack. Ballin, it's your turn.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reload my page real quick. And then I'm going to run to the bottom of this pillar, which is about 30 feet away from where I am. And then I'm going to climb the pillar with my spider climb 20 feet up, and I'm going to be at the back side of this, like up there, 20 feet roughly. And then I'm going to be looking down kind of both halls
That's fine.
from the
Okay.
top. And do I see anything?
Roll me a perception check.
I thought you never asked. 16.
16. Okay. You do notice. Ooh.
Tacos?
I watched one DM where they said that they were giving inspiration anytime somebody could successfully pull off a D's nuts joke and actually make it make sense in their campaign, and I was like, I love that.
That's cute.
He's like, homebrew things I really like. D's nuts jokes.
Jokes. Oh.
So you catch it. Out of
I catch it.
Out of the far room on the right, there is another blackguard in plate armor who is trying to hug the back wall. Came out of that doorway, saw the combat, and is now trying to hug this back wall and sneak down, heading down on the far wall.
Okay. As my social action, I'm gonna go, like, try to catch my party's attention.
Yep.
Quite loud.
Quite loud.
And then if they see me, I'm gonna be like pointing, or like kind of like right where he's at.
I'm more worried that you're now gonna get your butt murdered.
I mean, if he can see me and get through the webs that's on his face.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm basically like trying to catch everyone's attention.
Okay.
My party, and then pointing like kind of where he's at.
Okay.
And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Manny.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the blackguard So I have to drop concentration for the vine, so that goes away.
Yep.
And then, yep, whole person, it's a wisdom 20 saving throw. Hope he's not wise.
Yeah, 23.
Dang, he is wise.
They're paladins.
I thought that thing was charisma.
No, that's where Warlock, Sword or the Howl, yeah.
Oh.
Hexblade is can't be
Wow.
charisma based.
So then
My paladin was charisma based because
Yeah.
he was a hexblade.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
When you take
As soon as one
sorcerer
died.
multi-class, you can change it to yeah.
And then
I know I didn't sorcerer multiclass. I was just that. But like basically my paladin spellcasting wouldn't have it just wasn't that as good, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else. I pass turn after that.
Okay. War Priest is in banishment. Can't do anything. Swift, it is your turn.
Same thing.
Okay.
$26 to hit.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Both hit.
Piercing damage.
42 piercing damage. Okay. End of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Blackguard B is gonna move up. And he is gonna break out of the shadow from behind the pillar, and make 3 short bow attacks. Yeah, 3 short bow attacks against you, Swift.
Oh man.
That is a that's 3 to hit, 14 to hit,
Nope.
a dirty 20, and a 6. One hits for 8 damage. Blackguard is then going to Misty Step the backside of
You gotta get out of there.
you. And Phoenix, it's your turn.
Is that B?
That's B that just Misty stepped forward.
Okay.
Sorry, not there.
I don't know. I think you ran because you went first. You have to run forward.
Well, she can pierce some damage too.
Yeah.
So it's not quite within melee of you, Kitty.
For Blackguard B,
Okay.
I'm going to cast Harm.
Okay.
They need to make a Constitution save of 18. 9. We're gonna do 14d6 damage.
Ooh, dang. Hit him where it hurts.
That's 43 damage,
Dang.
and their hit point maximum is also reduced 43 damage, or
Okay.
43.
You know, Blackguard is probably one day from retirement. This is probably the last day on the job. He's about to collect severance.
Yeah.
He's about to just
Full
retire.
retirement benefits.
Full retirement. He's got a house in Maui.
25. Oh.
He is. I know. He's
And
ready
it
to
just
retire.
burned down, and now he's all mad. And
And that
Well,
is
wait, what?
my
you doing that?
turn.
No, I'm going with like he had
Oh,
He's
Behind
gonna
and
try and make
burned down?
2 ranged attacks against
Wow.
B.
Yeah, in Maui? The whole
It's a
city
miss.
burned down.
That was in Maui.
Yeah, it was Maui.
And a hit for
It was a city outside of.
no,
6 damage.
Maui's the island.
Sal,
The
it's your
city was
turn.
on.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say not the whole island, bro.
No.
A small
Just the
village.
Blackguard.
Is it the biggest
There's
one?
A and B.
On the-
Yeah, there's
on
2
the-
blackguards.
Oh,
B-
that's where the A was.
like
I'm gonna lightning again.
Which one?
Well,
B
he
or A?
rebuilt. This
A.
is his retirement
Okay.
home that he was ready to settle down.
Dex
to.
saving throw.
His
Yep.
wife's waiting for him with his 2 kids.
That is plus 0. It's a 19.
Oh.
Fail.
Fail.
Plus 0.
Oh.
That is 28 lightning damage.
Zip,
Uh,
zip, taking them
Fried in his armor, you watch as half of his body immediately disintegrates. Yeah, you see it like hit and arc
Wonder my
react
brain
around
too.
the steel plating and just like zapped inside. It like immediately starts singeing in flames, like completely combusts before hitting the ground.
Perfect.
So,
That's my turn.
Hey, can anyone wear armor? Free armor?
Not anymore. It's disintegrated.
okay,
But it's metal.
Ballin'.
It's electricity. I'm going to look over back behind everyone now to see if anyone's coming from behind us.
like back the way towards everybody else.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
There wasn't someone there before, but now.
Yeah. He's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Why did I think of that? Yeah. 3 people coming your way.
16.
You don't see anybody.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're not there.
Yeah, right? But I don't know that. And you guys look like you guys got that covered. I'm gonna stay put. And I'm gonna hide.
Okay, Manny.
Do I have to roll stealth for that? Or
Swifty, on a scale from 0
Nat
to your
20.
max health, how would you say you're looking?
Not awesome.
Not awesome. Notice that I didn't heal her. Whoops.
Yeah. Which, that's okay.
I feel like you're done with me being angry and you're like, meh.
No, it's more of I saw a bee sneaking up on you and went, oh crap. Hopefully they don't get a turn before you do.
Wait, you cast guidance on it, right? Oh, the one that was
No,
the one
I
that
caused
died.
harm.
Harm. Oh, I'm thinking
On
of
B.
guidance on that last turn. That was in that 20.
guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Yeah. I think that's the one that grants advantage on the next attack.
Well,
I
I
want
think
to cast, I think, heal on Swift. So you get to heal for 70 hit points.
Nice.
Good. And I'm gonna move up into the blackguard's face.
Up in its face.
Its face. And then
Into
bonus action and like
Ugly
call it his mom, you know, something mean, something uncouth.
I bet your mom doesn't like mud.
I bet she's real disappointed in you. Yeah, I bet your mom gives you the bad mud.
I bet she
I was gonna
cleans
say
you with
ugly mud.
soap.
War Priest is still banished, so Swift, it is your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Let me explain. There's too much. Let me some.
Let me tell you what. But you. Business.
Now I turn around to the other one. There's only one left.
There's only one left.
And take a few steps back away.
Okay. He has a glaive, which means that he has a 10-foot reach, so he can attack of opportunity.
Never mind. I will just go. Am I at disadvantage?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Then I'll just stay right.
You're not within 5 feet of an enemy,
Okay.
but
Then I'll just stay right. It's fine. Well, the first one was a
I'm just
natural
thinking,
one, so I'm
is
sure
that
doesn't
it's
hit.
funny that for an
The
archer,
second one was.
you can't be next to them and
I think
not have disadvantage on the shot.
19
but-
hit.
She's still
That
within
hits.
a range where he can hit her, but she can shoot him
Yeah.
at a safe distance.
Well,
If he-
the
I mean,
idea, the
if he's
idea
got
is if
something
I've got a
there-
whole bow and I've got to do this, and you're right in front of me like this, it's gonna be really easy for you to just bat my arm out of the way.
You also
like,
can't miss.
right? It's pretty easy for you to like.
But
If you say
imagine-
fuck with it.
Imagine
But
that.
no, he can
like-
still do that. He has a war glaive 10 feet, so he
Yeah.
can still bat
It's
it.
too much work.
Okay.
That's making
But that's
an
the point I
attack.
was making. Is
Yeah.
she's
I was
still
just
within
How much?
thinking that he could just go with his glaive and just like break,
Yeah,
her,
just like
break her bow.
tap it. Yeah.
Okay. Blackguard. He is going to cast Dreadful Aspect. I need Phoenix, Manny, and Swift to make a.
My dragon is guarding my stuff. I'm gonna
30. Sorry, I need you guys to make Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, sweet.
You said 30, and I was like, no.
21.
I forgot I bought these dice.
I hope that's enough. We'll see.
For what?
14.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
These aren't like super powerful.
I know they're not boss level, but you
Hey,
know.
27.
What did you roll, Kitty?
Paladins are up there in the busted
14.
classes.
14. You all actually succeeded. It's a
Wow.
DC 13.
Woo!
Why'd I roll a 17 for that? I could have used it for something else. You stay here, dice.
Cool. He will look at you, Manny, and then cast command.
I thought you were gonna say he looks at you,
So I
man, and
need
he goes,
you specifically to make a wisdom saving throw.
Joke's on him. That's a net one.
Oh,
That's.
no.
Oh. Hey, can I use my inspiration?
You can.
I will. I would love to use my heroic inspiration.
I never use
20!
inspiration.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, thank you, inspiration.
You would have been groveling.
Oh no! Man, you never grovel.
You hear him whisper, grovel. And you like have this second of like, huh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Hells yeah.
He immediately is like, ah, shit. Looking around, bad positioning. Help!
Oh no.
They're inside! Phoenix, it's your turn.
What do the dwarves yell? Or they yell in the Mines of Moria like they're in the or there's orcs, flee.
I guess we are going to
Something like that.
Sacred Flame them.
Something like that.
Dex 18.
There's trolls. Yeah.
That is a 16. I like the, no, it's more like,
That is
what's,
24 damage. Why
God
didn't I
damn.
freaking do that first?
Who is, Denethor, like at the top of Minas Tirith?
Yeah.
Flee! Flee for your lives!
He's shouting down at them all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
24 damage, that was my turn. Oh,
Harpy-
wait. Do you look better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks great.
Everybody else looks good?
After her whole manicure.
You
Sweet,
can't
then I'm
see
good.
me.
I can't
Harpy
see
makes 2
you.
attacks, dealing 18
I
damage.
rolled a nat 20 and stuff.
Uh,
30.
Sal, it is Sal, it's your turn.
By the way, whenever Manny heals you, it's a manicure.
Who's the last?
Ew.
What, you didn't like that?
No.
I thought that was great. That manicure.
Manicure.
It's a manicure. Yeah. Inspiration.
Seeing as one of us puked at the table.
Gravel actually ended up succeeding. Sorry.
Oh no. Yeah.
I actually take back the
I take it back.
I'm a cantrip mind sliver him. So, intelligence saving throw.
Oh, you slobber?
Yeah, you got it good.
What
Yeah. She drools when she's happy.
What saving throw is it?
Like dripping.
Intelligence.
That is a 15.
That does not pass. So you
Sorry, our cat loves you.
it's going to take damage,
Not
psychic
food.
damage, and then you subtract 1d4 from the next save throw it makes before the end of my next
Hunter
turn.
is friend,
Okay.
not food.
So,
Oh, it's damage.
not going to be a lot, but 14.
It's dead. He immediately, like, you feel yourself pierce his brain. He makes eye contact with you and just,
Yeah, that's exactly
and like heavy nosebleed as he just collapses on the floor.
He's simping for Sal.
There's a backflip,
Yeah.
slams his head, dead. Okay.
Eyes Awooga, awooga. Dead. Bradle.
It reminds me of Jiraiya.
Brain hammer.
Ballin, it's your turn. There is a war priest that is currently banished that Haruki can release at any point that you guys decide you want to.
I mean, they would be released inside my web.
It
right?
would be released inside your webs.
Well, and wouldn't it be at the exact same spot? So couldn't we all go
Yep.
and like shank all
Yeah,
at once?
but you have a couple rounds. So, are you guys all just gonna move up and wait until it comes out and prepare an action?
I'm gonna watch out for all the avenues of entry, and then.
Okay. You guys all moving up?
I think so, yeah.
You guys may prepare your action that you would like to use as soon as it ends, as soon as the spell ends.
we want to surround him like without the web there, or have them like we can just gang up and
Yeah.
surround them.
I mean, you got two people who can bow real good, and I can just.
Right, but
Yeah, I can
we
signal
don't need the
flame.
web
You guys-
anymore, right? Because they're
I don't
if
know.
we
Yeah, you
surround
want
her.
we want the web not there so that nobody knows as we're going.
Yeah,
by.
that's what I'm getting at. So if you dismiss
Well,
the web, we can
Besides the fact that there's currently 4 dead bodies.
and a fireball
After
and
all.
3
They
people
get
screaming.
disintegrated,
and-
okay? Or maybe 2
Have
of them
you-
disintegrated.
Have you met our party member who was going to?
I
oh
can
no!
animate 3 dead bodies.
All right, who's moving next to it?
I will.
You will.
Sal's actually not taking. If I have a couple rounds of how many rounds? That's what I need to know.
You have 3 rounds.
Okay, I'm gonna take half because it takes a minute.
Yep.
So that.
Animate the one split in half.
Yeah. Is there
Might
any
get
one of
2
the
out of
bodies
it.
that's still functioning?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that you mind sliver.
Mine's like, yeah.
I'm gonna get to work animating it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just turns it into a skeleton or a zombie
Yep.
or whatever. A zombie, yeah.
I'll go up because I never
It's like
do
Minecraft where they keep their armor.
words of radiance, so I'll get within 5
they're
feet.
here.
Yeah, they keep their
Shit.
gear. Okay. Swift, Sal is down there. Haruki's there. Ballin, are you moving up or no?
No, good.
Okay.
He's gonna launch from the sky if somehow we F this up.
You guys all can take your action. We'll start at the top of the round. You guys can all release your prepared action.
I just get 1. Right?
Yeah, 1 shot. It's
Mine's a
prepared action.
con, or can I not do a con?
You can do whatever.
A
It's your
con
prepared action.
18.
31.
So 31 hits. Con saving throw fails.
I'm just gonna punch him.
I thought about that too, but I have no powers.
And I'm thinking
19.
Okay.
14 radiant damage.
Okay.
where do you find stuff for unarmed strikes?
It's just scroll down.
In your actions,
Yeah,
it's down at
definitely
the bottom
for
left.
attack too.
It's in your like list of actions and attacks that you can roll.
Yeah, so click
Unarmed strike.
one of those.
Hi Charlie, may I have my seat?
Up top, you can click the tab for attack.
Beep
Then
beep.
you can go down.
Beep.
Maybe actions.
Yeah, hit.
Oh, action.
No, you had it right. Hit all. There you go.
So that was a custom made thing to help me keep track of.
Oh yeah, mine's
my
not on there
stuff.
either. Oh no, mine's on unarmed. So Phoenix on the actions page.
Yeah, mine's
It's the last
bottom.
one.
I don't know why it doesn't show yours. It's a regular attack
Does he have
and then you
enough
deal 1
strength?
damage.
Okay.
If he doesn't, how much strength do you have?
He has 10.
Oh, okay.
So it's a straight roll,
It's the
plus your proficiency, so you get +5, and then you'll deal 1 damage.
16.
I love the idea of Manny just punching.
Okay, you miss.
Wait. So I miss. Okay, never mind. If I miss, I miss. But I can use alter self and make my claws
Yeah.
do like an unarmed strike, like transform or natural weapons. Like grow claws and deal 1d6 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
Plus 1 bonus to attack. So instead of a 16, it's a 17.
All right.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
So you dealt damage. You dealt damage.
I dealt damage. 14.
Yep, I got that.
Okay.
Haruki. It's a success. 11 points of damage.
Does a 17 hit?
No. Okay.
I told you.
It is then top of the round, so Swift, as it immediately comes back and just
Smack,
gets
smack,
hit.
smack.
Yeah.
I can do normal now.
Yep. It's your normal turn.
22 to hit.
22
And
hits.
then natural 20 for 30.
Woo!
We'll let her under.
Get him, Swifty.
10,
You're making a face. Oh, that's just your math face.
yeah. And then I roll this twice because I got natural 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Twice the amount of health it had left.
Oh,
Just
I was about to say, you probably had 2 left.
it pops back into space, kind of like in this like what the hell just happened. Like it blinked, everything's dead, everything's moved, boom, 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 boom. And while it goes to get its like get their like surroundings, just shunk shunk, 2 arrows pierce right into its head. Hits the ground. Okay.
Cool. Good job, team.
That is the end of combat. What do you guys want to do?
Continue making our way.
I need
You
another
more
30
time.
seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
We
you
can
need
wait.
30 seconds.
But Bob the Third now joins us.
Maybe check the bodies for like keys or.
I'm looking out.
I'm trying to think of the weapons I can use. Any of them have a mace? Like the cleric or the war priest?
Glaive and
Glaives with.
So there are 2 maces, 2 mauls, 2 glaives, a short bow. Technically, there's 3 plate armors, but the skeleton is wearing, or the zombie's wearing
Yeah.
one of them. And it would also take you a hot minute to get the armor off of this dead body. If you wanted to try, you guys can search for other stuff if you're interested.
They're potions.
They have no potions on them, it seems. Somebody roll me an investigation check. Yeah.
Oh. 13.
13. On the Blackguard one, the one that was electrocuted, that body, you find a bag of holding.
Ooh.
money,
I don't have
gear.
I would love to
Close.
grab a mace from one of the priests.
Yeah. Totally fine.
Is it the bag of holding when you flip it inside out, everything falls out? Or
Definitely not now.
like, which one is it?
You mean a bag?
Remember, there's like a way for you to like get the stuff out of there besides just thinking about it and not putting another bag of holding with it.
You have to, I think of the item you want to draw from the bag of holding when you go in to grab it. I think.
Maybe it's when you put another thing in there and it's too full.
What do you guys say?
Oh yeah,
How
there is
you
a
can
way of
get
everything.
things out
but-
of the bag of holding that you don't know what's in there.
Oh, I don't know if there is like without wish spell or something. I wish to know the contents of this bag.
That's
Yep.
a waste.
You can always look it up.
That's all.
So you have the item, it's on D&D Beyond, you can look and check.
I'm not there. My character would not do that.
Well, this is you as a player, like,
Oh, well, I guess
would probably know what a bag of holding is, so I would say check the thing of what it says about bag of holding. Or if you want to make it interesting,
It's-
roll an Arcana check.
It's a handy haversack. It says if the haversack is turned inside out, its contents spill forth unharmed, and the haversack must be put right before it can be used again.
But what does it say on a bag of holding?
I don't know. It might be anything.
You open your dimension to the pocket dimension.
What happens when you put your bag of holding into your handy haversack?
Well, placing the handy haversack inside an
Oh.
extra dimensional space created by like bag of
Yeah.
holding or portable hole
Total party kill.
destroys
Oh,
both items.
I was right.
You
All right,
share
what are you guys doing?
with the class?
Turn inside out like a normal bag.
Yeah, like a normal. Yeah.
What are you guys doing? You have one of the blackguards now in a shambling mass following you.
I guess we keep going in the way of the map that we were told to get to the.
Yeah, far end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Far
I'm walking on the
Far end of the
ceiling.
hall. What?
I'm walking on the ceiling.
Because he can.
Okay. Okay, you guys push forward,
Stealthily.
leaving the remains and marks of battle behind you, trying to move quickly
Not
before
all
it's
the
discovered.
remains.
Before it's discovered. You guys reach the end of the hall, and you see there is a doorway and a staircase that goes up.
We were told not to go into the full chambers, which I think is where the stairs go to, right?
You guys were instructed that there was a chamber underneath the one he was staying at that had a balcony, and that was your best bet. If you went up the stairs to his chamber, it would be the outside of it would be heavily guarded.
Let's
Okay.
say not up the stairs.
So we're going through this doorway.
Yep. That's where.
Yep.
That's what I remember.
We might need you.
I'm Spider-Man.
What's a Spider-Man?
It's like a bird man, but less cool.
I'm like a snake person.
It's a man who likes spiders, like escape.
The,
I haven't
the
seen
door is locked.
Yeah, that's why I
Son
said.
of a bitch.
Say,
Son of a
look, you're-
bitch!
It's a-
roll up your
like-
feathers. Come down here.
I'm gonna walk down like
All power.
how you do on Marvel Rivals, like
Yeah.
vertically, like straight down, and then it's go here. Let me look at the item real quick.
Come here, Charlie Barley.
No.
He's just being impatient. He's visiting Katie now, and now Lou.
I like the realization that dogs and cats probably think of us like elves because we age super slowly.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14?
Everything
that
else
succeeds.
is like,
Oh, well, that's not
looking
too
at
bad.
trees and
It's not
They're
that
elves.
difficult of a lock. You guys, swings open. This is
It
a,
needs grease.
huh?
It needs grease.
Oh, there we go.
It is like a small private prayer room. There is, 2 rows of 2 benches and a small, like, speaking pedestal stand. There's multiple candles that light this room.
I didn't think you'd like that.
This looks like a very like private prayer quarters for small groups. You do see that there is a window on the outside, or like
Is it
there's a window behind it that looks out over the sea.
So how many of us can fly?
Not the bird.
I can.
I can as
Not
well.
the bird.
I can.
But you
climb.
can walk just
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
So it's you two.
Yeah, I don't think we don't have any rope either. That's why I was thinking about bringing that grappling hook.
How far is the balcony above us?
Balcony is
Give or take.
30 feet up.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
I'm not very strong, also like carry you guys up.
You guys have Misty Step.
Looking out the window down below, it is stone, like sheer stone that hits cliff edge. And like, so if you fell, there's a chance you could catch that cliff edge where the rocks meet because there's a little bit of a lip, but there's also a chance that you plummet to the sea, which is a few
No,
hundred feet
I got a
below.
solution for all of us that requires just my one spell. Are you guys
Great.
ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna lose gravity here, literally meaning that in this column between this platform, once you hit the ceiling, because it's only about 30 feet, once you hit that, you're gonna have to crawl like you're in the ceiling. Don't let go once you get to the sides, otherwise
I
you're
know
gonna
the
keep
spell.
going up.
Why do you know that one and not fly, you asshole?
I do know,
Well, they cast it on.
but I have to. It's individual. This is just a column. I can do it in a 50-foot cube.
Mm.
Fly is individual, and then I have to cast and use multiple spell slots. This is one spell slot.
Okay, if you
It's
say so.
economy.
If you say
It's
so.
economy casting.
I'm pretty sure fly
I'm just
cast on
gonna-
multiple creatures?
No, it's not. It's
No.
only first cast, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
one cast.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
If I can defy gravity by walking on walls, if it flips, does it anything happen to me?
Not if you're stuck on a wall, no.
Okay, I'm sticking myself on a wall.
All right, Spider-Man. Just
I
feels
see
like
your
it feels
tool.
like you're climbing down instead of climbing up. Is what it feels like.
Tripping.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
It could
Right.
hurt. It's a bit of a drop.
Oh, to the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a drop to the ceiling.
Okay.
Well,
Thinking on
say
that.
when we'll jump.
So, I'm assuming you cast this so its border is like just outside the window, so that way nobody inside the room is affected. But as soon as you step outside of the window,
Or-
you immediately
Yeah.
get shot up.
No, I thought he did it.
Not in the room.
Yeah, I
In the
thought it
room
was
or not?
slightly in the room.
No,
Yeah.
because then how are you gonna get out of the
Oh.
window?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because then you have to like you flip, hit the ceiling of the room, then you have to like jump up and grab the lip of the window and climb over it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
technically we take.
3d6.
Yep.
So everybody that jumps out, I guess other than you guys immediately feel the gravity swing you up, and you all slam into the underside of this balcony. I need everybody to make dex saving throws.
Uh-oh.
That's not the right character.
Real good.
That's a 5.
Oh, I have a plus 10. Thank you. That's so probably.
Aren't you a cat?
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
so-
dirty 20.
18.
12, 18,
5.
5. Okay, 12 and 5, everybody under a 15, you guys failed. You're going to take full damage. You two are going to take half damage. It's half of 13. So those of you that succeeded, you're going to take 7 points of damage. Those that failed take 13
Okay.
of just bludgeoning damage as you.
As soon as I see everybody crawl and hold on, like.
Yep.
Because it's reversed.
Yep.
I dispel.
Okay. How are you
Drop
guys
it.
securing yourselves to the railings of this? Like just locking arms?
Yeah. I'm holding on to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Alter Self and make a tentacle arm. Just wrap around.
Okay.
So as we're doing
My
this,
tail's been out.
I'm gonna be like peeking over the edge to make sure no one's like sitting on the balcony or.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it'd be in the air now.
Yeah, they would be in the
You
air.
walking up and around
Yeah.
balconies.
I'm just kind of like making sure
Okay.
the coast is clear.
Everybody roll me athletics checks
Me too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
or acrobatics.
That one sounds better.
Dirty 20.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh, 12.
Don't have any leftover inspiration for that one there, bud.
No, I don't.
18.
18. Okay,
Oh, I got
you
you.
guys watch as soon as you flip it.
Mhm.
Manny, all you hear is, "Oh crap," and then you hear as something like rips out of the thing, and you watch as Manny starts to plummet.
Didn't you see my tentacle arm? Okay. I'm going to
Any
have.
reactions?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wild shape.
Okay.
And
You should turn into a raven.
I either I use it on 2 animals or I can turn into like an air elephant.
The rest of you are able to roll over onto it. At the
So
same
I have to
time pretty
decide
easily.
now. Alright, I'm going to turn into a bird.
Okay.
Probably not a raven. But,
Aww.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
A hummingbird.
Easy enough. Fly back up onto the balcony. You guys are all up top. There is large stained glass sliding doors that prevent you from entering. They are locked.
Burb.
Are we supposed to be killing this guy? I can't remember.
Burn, burn, burn.
Which
You
bird?
guys are trying to find out why he
I
is
start chirping
here.
at you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He is currently making a public address to all the people in the courtyard.
Mm.
Can we hear it, see it, or is
You can hear people like murmuring and chanting and like yelling and stuff, but like it's all through like multiple layers of stone wall. It's up over the thing. It's like on the other side of a building, so you can't like. It's like you're downtown and then you can hear the lumberjack show.
Yeah. As a pigeon, I'm gonna land on Sal's shoulder.
Self
I'm
flicks
like the
you off.
Whomping Willow. I don't know, do.
I'm gonna leave you a little gift, a little bird turd on you.
It's my rags.
15 for
Roll
the
me
door.
a constitution check to see if you can shit on command.
Constitution check?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My con's not bad, but
With
it's
advantage because it's a bird.
Was 11.
I feel like birds are always pooping.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. Birds will always be pooping, man.
Even like a little squirt.
I'm gonna say yeah, it's just a little dribble. You squeeze, a little dribble. Alright.
15 for the door.
Okay, easy. Yeah, it was like a DC 5.
No.
Just to, like, it is the easiest lock, like a kid's lock, just like, ka-chuk. It was not expected to be picked from the outside.
It locks a balcony door.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A balcony over 100-foot cliff.
Dude, I like a lot of balcony doors.
Alright, glass,
Oh, really?
stained glass doors slide open. You guys step inside. This room is dimly lit, decently spacious. There is a bed. There is a wardrobe. There's a small table with some chairs and some basic like food dishes and water, like a water pitcher set there with some cups. There is a little like library shelf with some books. I think I said wardrobe already, a trunk, and then there is a desk as well with a chair with some like writing paper and utensils on the desk.
I head over to desk to start rummaging.
Okay. Just checking the drawers and everything. There seems to be different basic documents, a lot of manuscripts of like the religion itself. There's some like detailed and highlighted like sections of scripture that talk about different ideals.
Boring. Boring.
Yeah.
Phoenix stuff. Boring.
The basic like look through of all the drawers and everything doesn't reveal much of interest.
Can I just kind of take a scope of the room and try to figure out where I should start first?
Give me an insight check.
23.
23. I am gonna say there is looking for information. Something draws you towards the library, like the bookshelf.
Yeah.
You guys?
I'm looking at the entrance to the room.
Break the lock.
Yeah.
There's like the door that leads out into the like greeting area, where that is like presumably highly guarded. Yeah, it's just on the opposite side of the room.
I'm just gonna listen.
Okay, going out and listening. Roll me a perception check. Bless you.
Dirty 20.
You can hear the light sounds of conversation and murmuring out there. This is a pretty
How
thick
far?
door, but they're right outside the room.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to everyone else and just like a little.
Cool, you guys all see that. What do you do?
So there's still wardrobe.
Wardrobe, chest.
I'll look in the chest.
Opening the chest. There is some basic like papers, scrolls, maps. There's a charter that talks about his travel plans, how long it was going to take to travel across the sea, how long he's planning on staying in Spey, some information about when he's planning on leaving as well, and what time the ship is departing. It looks like there is a ship that is going to dock outside of Artist that he's going to leave on in the next 2 days.
I'll take those papers and put them in my bag.
Okay. In the bag of holding you just got.
I'm gonna go fly on the Phoenix's shoulder.
Okay. Pigeon on your shoulder, you go to the library.
Yeah, I am going to, like, really quickly, because I would assume that I know a lot of religious texts. So I just want to go through and kind of feel like if anything's out of place or if any book doesn't look right.
Roll me a religion check.
I think that would be good. It's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Well,
I
use
think I
your
remember.
wisdom modifier for me.
Okay. My wisdom modifier is 5, so that was it's gonna be like that's a 21.
21, okay.
16.
Um,
21 plus religion 0. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Jeez.
Because it's
nothing.
intelligence.
Nothing immediately strikes you as out of place. There's a lot of like documents, like books pertaining to different religions. However, you are from Domum. While you don't worship the Divine Five, you've seen their scripture books.
Yeah.
And something like looking at what looks to be one of the scripture books for it seems off. It looks thicker than it usually should.
I'm gonna kind of pet the pigeon's head and go, this might be a bad idea, and I'm gonna pull it.
Book comes out.
I'm gonna, let's open it.
Open it. Okay. You open it up.
Boy, is that what you're doing?
I flick a little pigeon off my
No,
shoulder just in case.
You open it up, and the book has been hollowed out. So there's a big square cut, and inside you find a small leather-bound journal.
Cool. You're like flapping above because I flicked you off just as I was opening it, just to make sure that you didn't get hit in case something came out of this book.
I'll land on your shoulder again and be like, oh, okay. You didn't hurt me, did you?
No, it was a gentle flick.
I have 1 HP.
No, it wasn't a swat. It was like I lifted your little feet off
Oh, okay, cool.
so that you knew to fly up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the journal and I'm gonna put that back on the shelf as
And now
neatly as
Phoenix is
possible.
crushed because our Claire crushed it.
Yet again, it's not gonna be the last.
You're gonna be the first one to die
Again, the first one to die. What do you mean? It's always me.
No, I did it once.
That's true.
Rotisserie chicken style.
Yeah.
Okay,
Double dip fries.
so I found a journal. What else do we need?
I found lots of journals that talk about false things,
I found his travel plans.
fake news.
Where else do we think he would hide stuff?
Under
anybody
the
check-
bed.
Have you checked?
Okay.
I'm checking under the bed.
Roll me an investigation
The
check.
wardrobe.
I won't find sticky
Sex
magazines.
toys.
Yes, sticky magazines.
Ew.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 33.
Uh-oh.
You find his coin purse.
Under the bed.
Honestly, there's not much under the bed.
Not even dust bunnies,
Like
though?
a couple of dust bunnies. What looks like some like
Not even like
pieces of hair that have fallen
on the
down.
bed either? Doesn't that count for the bedish area?
Did
okay.
anybody check the wardrobe yet?
There's a line in there.
We've been there.
And a witch.
I mean, I guess I'll
In a
check
wardrobe.
everything else then.
Checking the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna, as they're looking,
Yes.
kind of
please.
open the journal
Mhm.
and start looking through the
Katie?
first few pages.
17 for the wardrobe.
The opening the journal and starting to read through some of the text. There are some like to kind of summarize it. There's some lines that stick out to you, like, you know, my time has finally come. I've been tapped to become one of the. Actually,
He's so princely.
What a little king.
You're so cute.
He knows the pillows for him. That's the about as well behaved of a cat you can get for being on the table.
Yeah.
This one doesn't understand anything.
She's like, I understand that I love you.
Oh, she's all vibes, no thoughts.
Yeah.
100%.
He's at least decently smart. He understands when he's in trouble. That's more than this one does. This one just runs.
oh
This one can never get in trouble. So
Oh,
being
no,
that
she
cute,
does.
being that cute.
Oh my goodness. OneDrive is being the absolute slowest thing in the world right now.
Absolute slowest thing in the world right now.
Thanks, Carl.
Goose Goose poison.
It's the slowest app. You've never seen an app slower than this. I
Some
have a
people say
friend,
it's
he's an
the
app
slowest.
creator, he makes apps, he's made faster apps than this.
Some people
was
say
good.
it's the slowest.
Need more hand gestures.
Yeah.
That's his conductor.
You think you know what you're talking about, but you don't. Oh yeah, that's the term. Sorry. It starts off like, I've finally been tapped. I've been selected to become one of the Nati, which are the Natises. They are the sons of the Father. They're the individual advocates for each member of the five. So you have the Natio, the Natus, the Natum, the Nata, and the Natas. Each one, like its ending verb or ending like letters are matching that of like Venatio, Pontus, Calum, Silva, Societas. Skipping like a little bit ahead, it actually jumps pretty far, and it goes like it starts talking about this upcoming selection, death of the Pater. He was like a mentor to me. This will be hard to like it'll be hard to fill his shoes, but I believe I'm the best suited for it. It goes on, skimming again ahead a brief set, and then you hit like day of the celebration. I'm excited for today. This will be one step closer to finding world peace and like creating a healthier world for everybody. Everything up until then has been very like, I want to help people. I want to be the best person. I want to make sure that like everybody gets to live in a healthy and free society.
This is his fake
Are
journal.
we the bad guys?
Yeah.
Are we gonna kill the nicest pope?
He's got a secret
The
journal.
following page, the handwriting changes. Different handwriting.
Two personalities.
My eyes are open.
Or corrupted.
My eyes are open. I know my role. I must keep the key safe. The five will show us the light. And you flip to the next page. My eyes are open. I must keep the key safe. The five will show us the light. And it repeats. And it repeats. And
Doesn't
it
make him
repeats.
a bad person.
And it repeats.
Sketchy.
Each time referencing the key. I must keep the key safe.
Right, so that's actually a false detail. We're never gonna need that information.
Roll me.
It's a red herring.
I got a joke you might like, Hunter.
Fuck
What-
you. No, I'm kidding.
What's green and has wheels?
A green wheel.
No, a blade of grass. I lied about the wheels.
Yes,
Hunter's like,
Oh,
I like this.
I was gonna be like green paint.
No, it's just a blade of grass. I just lied. I lied. Lied about the wheels.
That's why I have trust issues.
A little bit of a silly jokester like that.
Alright, now tell me why fire trucks are red story.
Something about Russians.
Yeah. Okay. Just skip right to the
No setup, just punchline.
Something about Russians. All right. Roll me an insight check.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's a 29.
Okay.
Whoa.
I for once.
At first, you don't catch it.
Because I'm distracted by a freaking pigeon on my shoulder.
You're like skimming through, all the pages look the same, but something encourages you to go back and look again. And you skim through a second time and you catch it. There's one page, and scribbled in the bottom corner, big bold letters, same
Yeah.
handwriting as everything. There is a small print in a different handwriting, and comparing it to the original book, the first like 100 pages of this journal, it matches the original handwriting. In the bottom corner, it says, "The key opens the gate. The key frees the people. The key frees the Father."
Do we want the bad guy? I can't remember what.
What happened to that guy you animated?
We left them in
Did he
the
take
room.
damage from the room?
Did you have him jump out with you guys? Have him roll me a strength saving throw. for
Okay.
me real quick.
I forgot about
Did
that.
he
To see if you
fall?
fell.
Yeah, in plate armor.
Oh, perfect. It's +5. 2, so he got a 7.
He fell. He fell. He was holding on and like had his arms through the grate. You reverse gravity and you heard like a crack as you watched as the arm had like inverted, like the elbow snapped and the arm slipped through the grate, and in plate armor it fell.
Damn.
He fell to the ocean.
Can thematically a hand just be hanging out in between?
Yeah, it definitely dislocated. It locked at like the wrist, like a grate got stuck through the wrist and then peeled off and snapped. And there is a hand with 2 forearm bones completely degloved that are sticking out of it and snapped at the elbow joint.
Perfect. And
I know which
now
ones they
I
are.
am part of the Adams
The
family.
radius and the ulna.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Part of the Adams family.
Yeah.
And this thing starts crawling towards.
It doesn't say what part of the body you animate the death.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think he's here to open a door or a gate.
What? What are you talking about?
I think the reason why he's here now is he is here to open a gate.
Gate.
Looking through this journal,
Oh, you found a
seen
journal.
normal.
I found lots of false writings.
Well, yeah, sane, normal, probably really awesome religious guy, and then suddenly cult.
Cool youth pasture vibes.
Yeah. Actually loves his Lord here, and then all of a sudden it becomes fanatic about something over and over. The key is the way.
So he's under a spell.
I think he's possessed, but
Oh. Demon play.
cool.
Usually
You're a
there's
useless little pigeon right now.
contracts
Ruffle my
involved with
feathers.
that.
You understand it though?
I can understand. I just can't speak.
It's in pigeonese.
You just, by the way, you just dug through the papers on the desk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we look for any traps? Any
Why would we do that?
Can I check the rest of the
people
room for
hide things?
any traps?
Or not traps, but like secret passages or secret
passages.
nooks.
He's been looking under the bed for the last 10 minutes.
Well,
Dude,
that's,
that bed's only got desk bunnies. Oh my
well,
god.
that makes sense. Who puts things under the bed?
People that have a sense of
Boys.
storage.
Boys do. That's not
What?
it.
What?
No, I'm kidding. So, check for false drawers.
I've been searching all these papers.
I check for false drawers, traps, secret passage, hidden ways
Where?
in this
what
room.
room?
I'm gonna check the desk.
All right, you're checking the desk. You're just checking the room for secret passageways. Roll me an investigation
Drawers,
check.
traps, secret passageways.
We're starting with secret passageways.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation check. You are checking the desk for.
Like, I wanna check the drawers for any hidden compartments.
Okay, roll
Like
me
we
an
did.
roll me an investigation.
Any obvious ones that talk about a deity, I've crumpled and
Yeah.
thrown.
Oh. 12.
12, nothing.
25 passageways.
No passageways.
What's the next one? Drawers?
Of what?
Hidden kind?
Of what?
Hidden drawers?
There's a chest. There's a wardrobe. There's a desk. There's a bookshelf.
Chest, wardrobe,
I
desk.
just looked in the desk. There's nothing there.
Oh, all of them but that one.
What's in the chest?
We're gonna find out because I'm doing that one next.
I think you open
That
a
was
chest.
the papers and
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
traps.
I'm not gonna find out. We're doing the other one next. I did the
Wardrobe?
wardrobe already.
You're doing the wardrobe now.
I already did the wardrobe.
What did?
For secret
So-
compartments?
That sounds like there's none to check left. Then. Wardrobe, chest, and desk.
Traps.
We would have found traps.
There's no traps.
I'm more worried.
You did not
about-
find. Yeah, you didn't find a. What did you roll for your checking the chest for secret compartments?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can check that. How about a 24?
There's no secret compartments in the chest.
Wardrobe secret compartments. 30.
30. There is no secret compartments in the wardrobe.
Is there any obvious compartments in the wardrobe?
Yes.
That
Oh.
you could search.
What's in there?
His underwear.
What's that?
His
His
underwear.
Oh,
Hey, take it in case you need to impersonate him.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's probably like a weird.
They're just white.
white type.
So he's
Maybe
not
long
hiding
johns.
any information other than the journal that we found.
Can I check the bookshelf actually? Anything else from the
Sure.
bookshelf?
Good call.
23.
23. You don't find anything physical, like secret books or anything that like do anything when you pull them.
Well,
Magical?
it's time to steal the Pope.
You could, if you're trying to find stuff that's magical, you could attempt an Arcana check. If something pops your eye as maybe magical,
9.
Look at
you wouldn't know.
Gene looking at you.
Alright.
Yeah. Are we gonna steal Pope?
I don't know.
2
I
guys
mean-
outside the door,
2?
at least.
No, your conversation, you heard multiple people's laughter.
Multiple people laughter outside the door.
Okay.
He hears dead people.
Yes, you did. So there's. I feel like we're missing something. He came.
Yeah, you should roll for me.
Sal will attempt to.
Can I check his robes? Does he have robes in the?
Mhm.
Can I just check the pockets of all of his robes, real quick?
Yeah, there is nothing in the pockets. Yeah. And honestly, the robes really don't have like pockets that are meant to hold things. They're like some detailed ones, but they're mostly like design.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like we're missing something.
Under the pillow.
Nothing's under the pillow.
Inside the pillow.
I want to fly off Phoenix's shoulder,
Yep.
outside, and get a larger view on
Birds
the
of
speech of like the commotion going on in front of the building.
Yeah, flying up, landing on the roof, and like peeking your head over, you can see the patrons addressing the public.
He's still giving his speech.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna fly back. Just see
Okay.
what's going on there.
So what's our plan?
Roll me a perception check.
23.
23. Interesting enough, the pater is not wearing any specialty robes. He is specifically wearing like rags. He has like no pockets, no ability to carry anything on him. His shirt is like very kind of like open. It is a very raggedy shirt. He doesn't seem to be like he doesn't have any jewelry. He has nothing on his person. Like you can physically tell just by what he's wearing that it's like he's
Very raggedy.
He's very raggedy. And like a little bit of the speech, like maybe that's like it's a perception thing to like be like I am one of the people. I believe in like you know possessions don't make a man type of stuff.
It doesn't mean much to me.
Yep.
I'm just gonna fly back in.
Can I take a second to meditate, see if there's any spell going on in the room?
You can.
Spell going on in the room,
Yeah.
Can
Magic.
one
like an
else-
enchant. If the room is enchanted,
Yeah.
Or you're just trying to do like
Detect
an Arcana
magic.
check to do
Yeah.
I was
that?
gonna say, can
Art-
no one else ritual cast detect magic?
No.
Nope.
Oh wait,
Really?
I might.
It takes 10 minutes, so it's gonna be a while.
I'm not a gizzard.
I don't think I think I have it as a spell.
I thought you had it.
It's a Furbolg magic thing, I think. That's what mine has.
Because it's a ritual cast, you don't have to have it prepared.
Yeah, you just know it.
I have identify.
Yeah, but do.
Oh,
But that means we have to stay here for 10 minutes. Doing
Where else are we
nothing.
I
gonna
mean, yeah. What else? Where else we gonna go?
We're
We're told
gonna
to-
capture him right in the middle of his speech.
well, they didn't want you to make an aggressive move or capture him. They wanted you to sneak in, figure out what the hell's going on, why he's here, anything useful out of there, and then somehow find a way to get out without being noticed.
The key.
I will. Wait. Before I
Roll me an Arcana check, by the way.
do that.
16.
16. You smell, like, you get the faint tingle that there is something strong in the weave in this room. you can't pinpoint it, but you get the idea that there is something in this room that is radiating magical. And even though like it's so hard to focus on it, right? Like you didn't roll super high to be able to pinpoint this stuff. It's just it is so strong in that it is.
Save my time with the wand of Orcus.
Yeah, there is an artifact in this room.
We're missing something.
Yeah, I know
obviously.
we are. I am going to
It's your job,
divine
man.
intervention.
Oh.
No, 94. It's the opposite
You want
way.
to go low. You want to go like a 10.
I needed 12. So then I'll also detect magic.
Okay. Read me detect magic.
It says for the duration, you. Oh, it goes up to 10 minutes.
That's a.
Yeah.
When you cast it.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay.
This spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
You sense that there are magical items beyond the door of this room, out in the welcoming room, and you sense that there is a magical item somewhere inside the desk.
It's in the light again.
Can you look in the desk?
I'm looking in the desk. I'm looking around the desk.
Obviously,
under
I
the
did
desk.
not do a good job.
What about a 27?
Okay. Yes. It is not a false compartment in the drawer, but
One of
if
false
you
legs again, isn't it?
if you pull the drawer all the way out and unlatch it, it pops out. Reaching in, you find a false compartment underneath the rails that support that drawer.
And can I see inside of it? Like what would be in there before I
It's pretty dark in there. It's kind of hard to tell. Do you have
Alright,
dark vision?
Nope.
Yeah. So it is just a little like flip up. It's about a section about yay big. Reaching in, your hand feels touches something cold and metallic.
So I think it's your heart.
It feels rough in shape.
That's a compliment.
Oh, it's rough and what?
It feels rough in shape. It's not like a
Kinda
smooth texture. It's got like ridges and bumps on it.
I'm just gonna...
You pull out a small but sturdy iron key. It has a ring at the base, a long neck, and a simple shaped lock that looks like whatever lock it goes to, almost like wouldn't work, because it's literally just a single tooth at the end of this thing, or a double tooth. But it's not like a fancy key by any means. This is the item radiating magical energy.
Yeah, that's
You're
the
talking
thing
about
that's
this?
smelly.
Yeah.
You want
There
it?
is a thin, like, leather band that hangs that's tied around the ring, so it can obviously be worn like as a necklace.
I think it should go, if you don't mind, into the bag of holding.
Oh,
Want it?
I'll take it.
Just don't die.
Oh, what's
Well,
school
we
of
know it's
magic
in
was
there,
it?
so we'll be able to get it out if she does.
It is, it radiates abjuration magic.
Abjuration magic.
How'd you know that?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
she
wouldn't.
I know it.
Detect
Okay.
magic. I was just asking
Yeah.
for her.
Because I don't think to ask that. Ever. I don't care. I don't know what school of magic means 90% of the time.
Don't worry, we'll be at Colin's campaign next week.
Custom
Back
made
to
ice.
school.
Okay. I think we have everything we need. now. We got this key. We got this journal.
Sorry, where are you putting the key?
Two guys.
Bag of holding.
It doesn't go in. It seems to like fight the bag of holding.
It's a magnet.
Like it like as you go, like the bag of holding has this
Guys, I
opening
don't
in
want
it,
this key
and
anymore.
as you do it, you're like it doesn't seem to want to fit, and then it feels almost like it slots into a lock but it's still like floating inside the opening of the bag of holding. It seems like you like slotted it into a lock.
Do you turn it? You turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Turn the key.
Turn down for
Just
what?
don't.
Turn the key.
Do it.
I see it's right there. You just found resistance. It's invisible. It's abjuration magic, right?
Unlike
Do you
Mandy,
think we
Unless the
should
door-
do that? Do you think we should do that in
Yeah.
this room right now?
Yes.
No.
I turn it.
Ooh.
You turn it.
Dang.
You guys watch as she's like, "Don't tell me what to do. I'll do it myself." And turns it, and you hear a click, like a lock of a door. And immediately, your arm is thrusted out, still holding the key. You almost lose it as items begin to shoot out of this bag of holding. The bag of holding has lost its enchantment permanently. It is now just a regular bag. You watch as a couple pieces of clothing shoot out, just like a spinning of gold coins start shooting out. A couple gems shoot out and just start hitting the ground and the walls and just clank, 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 clank. And suddenly you hear, "What the hell is that?"
I was like, I'm going to the door, and I'm like seeing if I can block it with something.
Try and lock it.
Yeah, block it.
Yeah.
Poke it at it.
It has. Yeah. It has like a basic rudimentary lock. You hit that lock, and immediately as you hit that lock, you feel the door handle, and they're starting to like bang against the door here.
So the question is, do we want to go for a swim?
No.
Do you think we can dive out of here and honestly live?
No, I could.
I can.
Yeah, I was gonna climb over.
This bag is still just like
How much
shooting
stuff
random
is
shit
in
out of
there?
it.
The thing is what was the plan after this? Could
Get out.
get out.
Yeah.
So we just have to find somewhere safe in order to do the teleport spell.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we have to find somewhere safe.
Yeah. I can fly, so that's a y'all problem. But yeah,
Okay.
if we want to escape the room, we have to go back down into that lower level. Maybe go back into the cell if we want.
Something.
I don't.
We
think
gotta get out of
Yeah,
here.
we can't stay here. That's
You
for
can
sure.
feel the lock starting to like have a little bit of bend to it.
Okay. Out.
There's a desk. There's a wardrobe. There's a chest.
You start moving shit in front of
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna.
You guys
say-
helping?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's definitely helping. And after you move like a third item in front of it, suddenly like when you hit, you hear like instead of a hit, like a little bit of a heave and a crack, you hear a thud, thud, like as if like it's not budging at all when they're hitting it.
So-
And
Okay.
give me a perception check, Hunter.
We're gonna find a different way.
Natural 20.
You hear in the faintest voice, "Everybody stand back. I'm gonna blow this shit down."
Okay. I'm going to
Yeah, but
Back
there's
it
two of
up,
you that can't
back it up.
fly, or
3.
I can climb.
I can fly.
But we can all fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
One of
there's
the items
water,
that
right?
shoots out of this bag is a rope.
That's insane.
Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
Tie
gonna
the
use
rope.
my spider climb, and I'm gonna
Okay.
go around to like underneath, tie it to like the edge of the.
No one's gonna collect.
So
any
it's
of
tied
this.
on both ends, and we just
Yeah,
have to.
Just
Yeah.
zip line.
Tied
much-
on both ends of what?
So I'm.
We tie it up on the top, and then
Like
he
the
goes
railing?
into the room below.
Yeah, and I'm gonna find something there, and if I can't find anything, I'm just gonna like just let it dangle, I guess.
Yeah,
and see if I can. Like,
you can
maybe
you
pull
can
it
tie
down.
it to like the stone pillar that seems mounted in there.
Okay,
Perfect.
let's go.
You want to check the items that flew out of the bag?
No, what? Where are we going to put them? You're a pigeon. The rest of
Okay.
us are
That was
in
my only
bags.
bag, so.
Everybody roll me acrobatics checks.
Do I have to?
You don't because you spider climb.
Well, and somebody has fly,
Do I
and
have
somebody's
to?
a pigeon.
Oh, it's really bloody.
I was actually.
Or athletics. I don't care.
If you turn into like
14.
an elemental, you can
14.
fly, right?
22.
Yeah,
Wow.
like I was.
You all succeed.
Maybe
It's not that hard.
You can fly.
Okay.
Turn into
Yeah.
an air elemental.
Where are we
Okay.
going now?
Like,
So
act like
you
the
tie the rope to the railing. You guys swing down into the room below. What's
Dude,
next?
go back up there and get that rope down.
Yeah, as soon as I finish the pillar, I want to go back up to the rope, and I'm gonna.
Untie it from
And
the
then
top.
I'm gonna see if I can lock the thing again like it was before.
Okay.
Reverse
Yeah. Roll me a thieves' tool check.
It's fucking everything's in the room though.
Right, the entrance
So,
is there.
so yeah, you go up, you tie the rope, run down, tie it up. While they're all running down and like ziplining down on this rope, you run up, relock the door.
28.
28. You relock the stained glass door, untie the rope, go down with you. As soon as you untie the rope and round the corner, and you start stepping down. You hear a boom, and you hear the glass shatter above you outward as like a bunch of wood scraps and flames shoot out from the balcony. They probably just fireballed the shit out of it. You go down, shut the window.
Actually, I want to look from the balcony. How close is What would a jump to the sea be?
It's a few hundred feet.
Like
Certain.
how far out?
Certain death.
Oh, it's not that far out. It's a few hundred feet down, though.
Yeah.
Got some distance to cover some ground.
Says
Which
the
Let's
snake in
find
plate-
which would turn into concrete at that distance.
Well, yeah.
in plate armor
Let's-
too. Like,
Smack. Oh, you heard the crack of it hitting the water down below. It was faint, but you heard the crack of your zombie hitting that water and the explosion of like water and blood and
Well, we can't just go back to the cells. We have to get out of the city.
Why can't we just find a safe space that can get you 10 minutes?
Oh, right, yeah. But then there's, yeah. My 2 cents is, hopefully there's not guards back the way we came.
Well, why even leave this room?
I was like, what? You want to try now, and I'll go.
Because they're gonna check
Go.
down here next.
Well, no,
You
let's
think
go.
so? Why would they look here?
We got
Because
10
we're
minutes.
not
Why
in
don't you just
there.
start now?
Okay.
But how? They don't know how people got in there.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know. If we want to go, we can go.
Now find a corner, and then I'll look at the door.
Lock everything, start
Walk
moving
around.
things. You
Oh,
four.
yeah.
and-
What else is in this room?
there's the 4 benches.
4 benches are now
Sal starts.
unibench on the door.
So you lock the door.
Yep.
Put the 4 benches. You start casting your thing. Okay. I want everybody to roll me stealth checks in this process.
if
What about 25?
we have a, if we're doing like a
23.
stealth mission for this, can we either cast silence or pass without trace for this?
Does your spell require verbal components?
I think
Because I
it
could do
does.
pass without trace.
Pass without a trace would be good.
Yeah. Veil of shadows and silence radiates from me. Ooh. But doesn't. I guess it muffles.
It's not
me?
it's not
It's not
the
a pure
spell it's not the spell silence.
No, it's just pass without trace.
I could put silence. I don't know how that would help.
Come on. No.
Sal, did you prepare the spell to get us out of here?
It's just prepared for me.
Well, but she doesn't need it for 10 minutes to do the drawing, right?
Actually, it only takes 1 minute.
Oh.
Oh, we have 1 minute, 60
So in
seconds.
that case, I will cast pass without trace. Everyone gets plus 10 to a. to
Costs
their
1 minute
stealth
when you use a
checks.
spell slot.
Huh?
Plus,
It does. Yeah, it does require verbal.
Yeah,
So
verbal.
if you casted silence, you
Yeah,
you
I
would be
can't.
able to.
Yeah.
But pass without a trace is fine,
Yeah,
even though. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys roll?
22 with the path out without a trace.
22 without the pass.
No. No, a 12 without a pass.
Yeah, 22, 23,
25 without.
25 without, so 35.
24 with.
24 with,
32 with.
32 with. Okay. Yeah, I would say you get like to the hair's breadth of finishing this circle, and as you do it, you finally hear a twist, twist, twist on the doorknob. As you've heard like a couple people come down the stairs and like hold your breath, like, and then runs off in the opposite direction. And then you start hearing the jingling of keys. And then they start. You
Could I-
hear that. You hear the lock.
In,
Oh.
in.
And
Oh.
he immediately starts calling in, and then the door goes to move forward and stops as it hits the thing, comes back, stops again. The circle lights up, and immediately you hear like the door bust, like just as you're stepping into the circle, flash a light. You guys are gone.
And they didn't see us, right? Not that they would know, anyways. They didn't know who we were in the
Who's
first
gonna know? Who's gonna know if they saw that flash of light?
Is
When
the
we get
hand
back, I'm gonna
still
start
alive?
smudging the spell.
Is the hand still alive? No, it was left up in the explosion. It couldn't make it down the road.
I'm gonna.
That was the last thing you saw, Hunter, was wood, shattering glass, fire, and a hand doing cartwheels.
They can't get through this, right?
No.
I get on my pitching form after we teleport through. So they can't.
Where did you teleport to?
Oh, yeah, wait.
Back to our tower too.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, no. That's
Oh, because
Katie-
we can reference your god.
You may add, if you look it up in magical items, iron key.
Okay.
And feel free to read it out if you want to find it. It says for being an
Sure.
artifact, unknown rarity.
I
The
found it.
description: it's a key made of iron.
This is a simple iron key with no distinguishable marks. It radiates abjuration magic. When the key is touched to any magic lock or portal, it is able to dispel that magic permanently. It
Oh.
has 1 charge that regains at dawn.
Oh, used it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So it dispels any magic.
Any magic lock or portal, it instantly dispels it. Of any, no, does
Magic
not
lock
matter
or
the level of
portal.
magic. You touch it to a magical lock, portal, that includes like a sealment spell type of lock,
Yeah.
and it
What's
instantly
every
and
bag of
permanently
holding?
dispels that magic.
Or
Uh,
bag of holding that
yeah,
you
bag
no
of
longer
holding.
have.
Bag of
Said,
holding, bag
I'll
of
get rid of my
portal.
bag of
Yeah.
holding that I just received.
Bag of holding is a portal
Yeah.
to a pocket dimension.
Can we take a quick break?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
uh,
like, that's why I was raising my
No.
hand.
we are.
I was like, I
Um,
need a break.
back. All right. The party finds themselves in Tenero.
And then we don't have all of our stuff back. Actually, all my stuff's here in the tower.
Yeah, some people left it at the tower. I left mine
I
with
think-
the tower.
I left almost everything back too.
If I recall, you guys pretty much left everything here.
Okay.
You didn't take anything.
That's
with
right.
you.
Man.
I'm
Before
pretty
we
sure,
go-
I think I did. I took it to the city tower.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
If not,
You
I'm-
took something, I think. But
the crown maybe. Or
No.
Mm-mm. We took off even the rings. We took off.
Wow.
So, I have to say, with what we've seen this key do, that should not be in the possession of the other tower.
Mm-mm.
Because it goes all the way to the top.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't gonna let them have the key.
Okay.
I'll let them have the journal.
Okay. Just as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But we should probably take a day to reacquaint ourselves with our lost belongings.
I'm adding all my stuff back.
Yeah, you guys can just add all your stuff back to your inventory, re-equip everything, reattune. You do get a message.
Bamfed out of there. Okay. You can message me.
Swift. You hear a raspy voice in your head.
Great.
I'm assuming you made it out. Otherwise, I'm guessing you're already dead. So, let us know which one it is.
Mm.
And we'll
I get
see
why
you
it's
at the
you.
tower tomorrow for another council meeting. That was rad.
Because it's yeah.
Oh.
I was like, it's not. What's his butt? That one must.
It was rad.
They wanna know
Is
the
everybody
why.
putting their cursed rings back on?
I am.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Just making sure.
I just did.
And are we taking a rest or are we...
I took a
They
nap.
wanna see us tomorrow.
The rings that you've never used, Krista.
I feel like I've used it.
You two are the only two that have used your rings.
Oh, that's crazy.
I use mine daily.
Yeah, I don't.
Who's Ring of a Healthy Mind again?
Me.
Yeah.
It's okay, I forgot to use mine. I never really use.
Oh, it's because it just says I have charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws, so I use mine.
Advantage on those.
Yeah, so I use mine all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Making me feel bad like I don't use a gift.
I think I'm...
You haven't used yours, which is the Ring of a Builder. Ring of the
Mostly
Builder.
because I don't have control over it.
Yeah. But, like, you could summon it in the middle of enemies. It's not gonna turn and beeline it for you guys.
No,
gonna hit the
and I
thing
have
closest
thought
to it.
that, but we haven't gotten to a point where I've been like,
I need this.
yeah,
Why not?
Compare-
Summon a greater demon.
compared to my other spells.
Fuck it. Greater demon it up. Well, I'm gonna go check on our white dragon. So I guess go pop my head and unless there's anything else urgent we need to address. It sounds like we have a day to reattune and readjust.
I'm not looking forward to the tower tomorrow, but
Yeah.
it just feels wrong, you know?
So I'll just pop my head in the white dragon's room.
It's not there.
Guys, our little one's missing.
Is the window open?
There's no windows.
Check.
This is under the sea.
Technically, you're
hard.
you're
Yeah,
underwater.
that's right.
I want to. I want to go into the room and just.
How panicked does Manny look right now?
Pretty panicked.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm going to the room. I'm gonna start flipping the bed, checking out everything in there.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to flip considering it's like solidly frozen to the
Ice,
ground.
I'm gonna look in every crack and
You know,
crevice.
she's pretty smart. She might have just gone through the portals for a bit of fun somewhere else.
It is not in the room.
Check your room.
Wow.
Yeah, check any other rooms.
Alright, well, I'll go room to room, starting with mine.
Mine's locked.
Not in there.
Smithy's room.
Not there.
Just going down the rest of them. Can I find her in any of the rooms?
Nope.
Guys, our baby's gone.
Can I
Is
do
no one
like,
else concerned by this?
What'd you do?
She's
What do you
gone.
mean she's
I didn't do
gone?
anything. We just.
What'd you do?
I don't know. She's not here.
Did you scare her away?
I don't think so. She might have missed us, but I didn't scare her.
Once again, she is an intelligent being. How would she get out?
Up.
So,
Can I see if there's
look
any-
up. Go up.
tracks, traces?
Roll me a nature check. Survival check.
Survival. What about a 15?
There seems to be some tidbits of frost left over that lead up the stairs.
Do you check upstairs?
No, I've been looking in everyone's rooms.
Maybe check upstairs.
Alright. Rush up the stairs. Double time.
Not in the portal room.
I'm headed up. To the boat.
Yes, Old Immutatio is
Probably
tied
sitting there. Huh?
tied up, stationed next to the Tenerum obsidian platform, and there, resting atop the mast in the crow's nest of the ship, you see a white, heavy tail draped over.
See, I told you she was smart. She
There
was
is
smart.
a very cool winter's air going on outside, and a light sprinkle of snow is covered the platform.
She just needed outside a bit.
Yeah.
I need to go talk to my god anyways, so maybe she also knew that.
Good job, Starlight. You didn't flee without telling us.
I'll just go back downstairs because it's chilly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow you.
Hey, Manny.
Nope.
No,
Well,
she
Following her, or
Yeah.
yeah.
To imitate you.
And I'll bring in a bunch of claws. Yeah, I'm ready.
So Artis had a pater visit,
So I have heard.
and we found this journal, and it's normal up until a part where all of a sudden everything changes.
Would you
His
Elaborate?
handwriting, huh?
I said elaborate.
His handwriting changes, his mood changes, and over for the rest of this journal is about this key and opening a gate, and everything will be right. And then on one page,
No. The repeating text is he must protect the key. The divine 5 will show him, like the 5 will show the world
Yeah.
the light. The
okay.
one
the
exception
one, yeah,
talks about using the key and opening the gate and freeing a father.
yes, and so that is what
Frees the people, frees the father.
yeah.
There is a long pause, a little bit to the point that you think maybe he's ignoring you,
Hey, you awake?
Hey, stop.
and then you hear the breath.
You followed me back upstairs, right?
No,
No.
I'm in.
Oh, you followed
Followed
her.
me.
Oh.
I don't know why I let that happen.
Yeah.
This is
Concerning?
amazing news.
Oh.
I have told you the history of our war, our separation, and the banishment of our father, but I haven't explained every detail to it. There is a belief that the betraying gods banished him back to the plane of shadow where he was first born. They sealed him in there by an arcane gate, somewhere that we are not sure and have not yet located. We have scoured the earth, we have scoured Spey. We do not believe it to be in Domum, yet we've not found a physical location where this gate may be located. Though we have not found the lock, I believe you have found the key to opening that lock. In his text, you said he mentioned freeing the father.
Only once. Maybe in a moment of lucidity.
It appears that he may be under the control of the Divine Five after he took on the role as Pater, under the direct influence, but his subconscious had broken through in his repetitiveness to write upon this journal. Perhaps this key is the secret to freeing Visigoth, freeing the father of everyone.
So do not hand that key to anybody if we had said key.
When the time comes, if you find yourself upon this arcane lock, use the key. Free the father.
Do you think it will be fine to hand over the journal?
You would be granting them insight into the minds of the Pater. You would be putting them on the track to finding the key and looking for the key. However,
Well, we'd send them on the track of looking for the gate.
this may send them first towards the Pater before they come looking at you. So I would say, if you think you can fool them into believing that this journal is the only thing you found, it may be of advantage to give them the journal. If you do not think you can give the journal without hinting that you may have found more, it may not be worth it to give them the idea of a key at all. Especially if you intend to keep this key from them.
So I'd like the ship a little bit more because he also doesn't trust the other tower. Like, you know, like 10% more than I did the last like 6 meetings.
10% of 0 is
0%,
0,
yeah.
No, I know,
In my years of life, I have learned to trust no one.
Oh, yeah.
You few are the exception.
Probably not wise.
And if you do not trust these people, then I will trust your judgment. But if you do trust them, I would also trust your judgment.
Tower.
I meant of these people.
Oh, the bird. He gets into shit.
He does.
Oh, at least you can trust me to do that. I'm great.
I don't trust you to live.
Don't forget Manny. Don't forget about your boy Manny over here.
I don't trust the cat to not
Remain sane.
wake up with bipolar disorder.
And then your boy Manny's totally
and then
reliable.
I
Don't trust Manny in
Love
general.
Manny
The most trustworthy dude in the world.
Manny.
Mr. Trust.
I'm part of the Assassin's Guild.
The only thing I
Hey, I
trust
killed any of
about
us.
Manny
Well, actually, I did
is
kill
that he
Phil.
stabs gnomes.
That's the only part you trust.
Yeah, that he will stab a gnome when he sees it.
Okay.
That's my trust
You're
level.
not wrong. Yeah, well.
I will also
Do you
ask.
have reason to distrust these people?
The ones
at
in the tower?
yes.
Yeah. I think Elsbeth is running them in the tower. That's me.
No. Mita is the person in charge of the tower.
I know, but I think because we haven't been to the top.
Yes, Mita is the Archmage.
We have met Mita though, haven't we?
Yeah, she's at
Yeah.
all the council meetings.
Yeah.
He thinks there's somebody above her.
Oh, I see.
The puppeteer.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what
Yes.
Colin believes.
Goes all the way to the top.
I see.
All the
No,
way to
it's
the
what
top.
Sal believes.
That's what Sal believes.
That's what she knows.
I will, yeah, I don't trust them 100%.
You should trust them.
I
less
trust
than
them
10%.
probably, I was gonna say, probably actually about 15%.
I hope we get to fight
They've
the
given us some great
Genasi
jobs,
brothers.
but That's about it.
I'm gonna arm wrestle the other two in
The
tower.
entirety of the people that remain in that tower, you don't trust any of them.
Oh yeah, we're arm wrestling.
Yeah.
It's hard.
We will. We will.
Terrace has never led me astray. It's never said anything I've doubted.
It's bewitched.
But then I have Sal on the other side. That's always the problem.
They're always your friend till they aren't.
They killed the only truthful one.
And I trust the wardens. No, what are they?
The
What are they?
Rangers
The
Guild.
Rangers.
Oh yeah, we.
But they
helped them out.
killed the main head honcho leader.
Not the one that we want. Well,
Yes.
bad ones did, but Grady lived. No. Right? Grady, is that.
That's not great.
One of them died. One of them got killed
On the way.
on the way. But then we saved the one that they exiled
Yes.
because somebody framed him.
But he's not the main leader.
No, but they're under a leadership now that I trust because
Yeah,
one of the
decently,
guys.
but I don't think we have a new council member that's from the Rangers Guild yet.
So Graham was the Rangers Guild leader
Mhm.
who died
Who
next to you
died.
guys.
Yeah.
The two Grey Cloak Rangers that were the two bodyguards on that trip were Belfort and Edwin.
Edwin.
Belfer is the one
They
that
sent
comes.
they sent you to the north to hunt down Yehan.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
Upon returning, you found out that Edwin had made a deal with the guy or the Black Hand
Hand.
in order to take control,
Yep.
and he orchestrated the assassination of Graham. He had orchestrated the exile of Yehan years before, 5 years before. Belfor being close to you guys building a trust and relationship with Belfor after killing Edwin. Belfor had kind of taken over the investigation, had found that you guys were not found guilty, and Edwin was betrayer. Belfor, along with the other Grey Cloaks, restructured the Rangers Guild, so there is no longer a single guild
But he's
leader,
the
but
one
there
that-
is a council of Grey Cloaks that oversee the Rangers Guild. Belfor is the speaker for that council who comes
So
to
he
the
comes to the
meetings.
council meetings.
Has he been
Belfer is.
in any of them since?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's one that I trust.
50%.
I'd probably trust him 60.
50%.
I didn't push him off that
Take
cliff.
It's
that was a possibility.
I think
hard.
that was Yehan.
Oh, it was Yehan, yeah.
Yeah.
Before. My bad.
Well, so yeah.
Yehan is part of the Rangers Guild only by like proxy. He like attends meetings
Yeah,
as a part of
he's
their
stuck
process, but
because-
he's doesn't an
Advisor.
actor. Yeah, he's an
Yeah,
advisor.
okay.
So the Rangers Guild were pretty sleek on. The only other one that I'm curious about is Rat.
From the
I think
Assassin's Guild.
Rat knows
Right.
more than what he is letting
Well,
on.
we trust Nico.
Nico isn't.
He's not a guild leader.
No,
is
but
he?
his dad is part of the council.
Barely.
Plus, I have a crown for him.
So, like 1.5
It's not good.
out of.
We're not
I
a
think,
very
like,
trusting
8.
group. We
Then
barely trust each other 90%.
then I think you are wise to keep the key secret.
Yeah.
Okay. The other question that
Love
I
the
have
journal though.
is
Whoever has the best persuasion check.
Yeah.
the
Whoever
ear.
can lie the best.
No, that's me.
The ear of Dolam.
Domum, or the ear of Spey.
The ear of
Mhm.
Spey.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what would be there?
Have you heard where this ear is?
Turtle dragon.
Oh yeah, that thing too.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking
many locations across the continent of Spey have been labeled as features on the head of a dragon, so to speak, some sort of drake. The mouth, the eye, the mane. I would imagine the ear would be located somewhere in the northern east, though I have not spent much time in that place. I can say that in the Old Kingdom there was a twin peak that sat above the river town. And people refer to it as a place of listening, somewhere where you could go and commune with nature and perhaps listen to the continent as a whole. And so that may be what you're looking for.
The tones of
They
the
were
shadow.
talking about that tree earlier.
The mountains is what he was saying.
What would you said the life trees or the giving trees or the
Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Well, in the
So-
Twin Peaks, they could commune with nature and listen to the continent of space as a whole.
last session,
Yes.
the life trees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like a double whammy.
Okay.
And we still have to go to the main.
Oh, I'm
We
putting my
said-
necklace
yeah,
back
that-
Oh, necklace of
So-
Tenera. Okay.
yeah.
Should we?
It-
We
it
should
assume
probably
you guys put all
visit
your stuff away.
I don't think we need
Nico,
the necklace
and
of
then we'll get over to the
Tenera
main.
anymore.
We
pretty
should
easily.
probably go to
It
Tower.
only works in
Well,
another
yes.
dimension.
Then we can come back here. And then I
Yeah.
can.
That's like one
Oh,
thing that
no.
was very
When
Still
you're
put
using
it
the
from the
Tenerum
tower.
portals, you can use it to bamf
Nico.
back into the
To
portal
Nico.
room.
So you just gotta
I
jump in
think
the bag
that's
of holding
right.
and then
Yep.
No, when you use the
And
portals in
then
the Tenerum
we
portal
can
room.
get the elves
Okay.
to bring us over. We can visit
they're
Manny's family and then
useless.
head over to the main.
Manny's getting a lot of
Oh no!
family
Wait, we
visits.
can get.
No,
We can-
my brother spent some time away from them.
We can go directly to that tower. Cause you know the
Yeah.
runes. Okay.
The
never mind.
library, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. I mean, I guess y'all are still
We've
talking
made
with
plans,
Matthias.
so
You guys
let's
also
go.
don't have. I can't remember if you have the portal to this little spot down here, or if they just teleported you there and didn't give you
Yeah.
access to it. I can't
Here.
quite remember.
I think they gave us.
I think you did get access to
Yeah,
this.
because they said that we could
little
come
tower,
there to go
Oh,
across.
to across to Manny's. That's right.
Yeah.
So you have this place on the island, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we do have the library.
And
Yes,
so
you have-
I'll give
you have-
Nico a heads up. So I think
We-
tomorrow.
We head back downstairs, and you were showing off a claw to.
Oh,
We're gonna
like
arm wrestle.
So
I want to see this.
I think tomorrow
Ooh, what is going
we
on
give
there?
them
Who thinks
the
so,
travel papers.
Okay.
You know,
I
I would
don't
like
have
to
the
say
travel
you just to
papers.
humiliate Manny, but Manny's
Why
totally
not?
won.
Because they were in the
Okay.
bag of
Was it-
holding.
Unless I get wild shape, I am not strong.
Where else was I supposed to put them? That's my only bag. I
Oh.
Is it
had.
an athletic check?
Well, maybe we just
Gotta
tell
ask
them
Luke.
about the
It
travel
depends,
plans
yeah.
then.
Okay.
That he didn't plan a long visit here.
What's the ruling for arm
He
wrestling?
has a book, a ship book.
He
Competing
seems.
strength checks.
Just raw strength?
We can say he seems
You
a
got
little
me
bit
beat.
out of sorts
Mhm.
because even what Manny
oh,
You
said.
had a
It's a-
5. You had a -1.
It's a +7. So it's a 6.
No.
Yeah. I don't know why that said that.
Oh.
Yeah, +7 because the belt.
Oh, the belt.
'Cause
Yeah.
the belt.
The belt?
Yeah. I rolled a 3.
I rolled the
Bam.
13.
Oh, rematch.
Wild shape as a gorilla.
14. I know. I was gonna say unless I can cheat.
20.
Yeah, you win.
Wild shape as a gorilla.
Bam. I hate this game, man.
Do
I
it
don't know
again.
why it's
Take your
not-
belt off. Take your belt off. Let's play again.
Take my belt.
Yeah, take your belt off.
What?
That's the only reason you're winning.
Yeah, see, I have it, but I don't know why it's not letting me do an actual check. I can't take it
While
off for, like,
while
an hour.
they're arm wrestling, I kind of like casually
Well,
mention, hey,
rematch
so
in an
we're
hour."
going to the tower, and then we're gonna go to elves, and then we're gonna go to main.
Can I go to your room first?
Sal, you're next.
No, I don't partake in such sports.
Okay, so did you all hear the plan?
They
We go to the
don't-
tower tomorrow.
We go to the tower tomorrow. We tell them about the travel papers that you found.
Oh yeah.
That it seemed like a very short trip.
Can you lie?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you answer that?
I'm gonna lie and say yes. 'Cause I know my
Or say
I know what you're trying to
say no, because that's a lie.
Deception. Ooh, I'm pretty good at deceiving. I want to deceive you.
Lies, deception.
And
All
then
Gullet sees all.
18.
we also
Perception, deceit.
All Gullet will know the truth.
Insight.
Or insight.
Adelaide.
Bullet
What do you
will know the
call
Oh yeah.
deception?
Gullet will know the truth.
Bless you.
My perception.
Bless you.
Actually, you might get through with Sal because she's so dry. Yeah. Okay, Manny, can you lie?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Which
In
one
fact,
are we-
I'm doing it to you right now. Because I can.
I think the bird lied to you earlier.
Oh,
I
What?
think he
How do
can
you
lie.
know?
Because my insight is plus 11.
it's perception.
Oh, perception is also plus
Well, it
11. So
But yes, I can lie.
rolled
Very,
like a
very
22.
well.
No, you can't.
I can't.
But
you can
I'm
get-
good enough to get a salad.
I can't
So
lie.
we kind of probably want to tell them a little bit about the book, but
No.
we don't. Oh,
I don't think we wanted to tell them about the book.
so what
Wait, I thought that was a
information
That's
are we
what I
giving
was
them?
going to. I was trying to tell you that, and then we were so focused on the
Telling them
lying.
about the travel papers.
We're telling them about the travel papers. 100%. That it seems like a really short visit. Like he already has plans to go home. And then we'll tell him about how weird it seemed because he basically stood in rags giving a speech. And he seems not himself. We say we.
Well, I don't know the guy. Could be as normal.
Yeah, he's on
So judgmental.
I remember a pater from back in the Dolem days, right?
Yeah. This pater has been the pater for
Yeah.
like 20 years.
Yeah. So I vaguely remember who he was before, and this is not who he was before.
He didn't wear rags.
He did not wear rags.
Oh, he was wearing rags this time.
Yeah.
Based on the journal, is when the day he became the pater is the day he changed as a person. Before when
Oh,
he was
so
he was
maybe
an addis. The pre-pater was semi-similar to semi-similar to this one, but it's kind of hard to tell from that memory. But based on how the journal reads,
I don't wanna give away the journal, though.
day he
No one
became
ever knows
announced
the
and
purple
inaugurated
flame.
as the pater,
You know?
his entire demeanor, his handwriting, everything changed with him. Based on the journal.
I don't want to give away the journal.
Yeah, not the journal, but the travel papers.
Travel papers
Yes.
just seemed out of sorts that he was in rags
He
and
doesn't
not
have
his
the travel
robes.
papers.
I know. We're gonna tell them
Haven't
about
have
the
a
travel papers.
picture?
Huh?
What?
Picture?
A what?
A drawing?
A drawing?
Why would we have a drawing of the pater?
Why not?
Can you-
You're a weird bird.
Draw the. If you could draw him, then we can give it to him.
Yeah,
but
describe it to
That
me.
won't help. He was in rags.
I'm using my disguise kit, and I'm just.
Because my guess is
And after like 5 minutes, he's rolled up a stick figure.
my guess is
Wow,
we
yeah.
really
you
do not
got his
want
facial
to
features.
remember.
He was smiley, yeah.
It was pretty small, far away.
Yeah.
My, we
I-
don't want to
So
fork
you're
over this
talking.
journal. No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
I can't do
You know
this.
more about
We
it.
can let the talker talk.
You're the talker?
I don't know if we
I'm
trust
the
the bird to talk.
sneaker. I'm the best at talking.
He mimics all of us. He knows
Mimics
how to.
all of us.
My point. He's really good at it. He knows how to talk.
Yeah, but does he know how to talk to people?
Who do you think I'm talking to right now?
Yourself.
She's Phoenix.
He's Phoenix.
I'm worried about this because I don't want to give over this journal.
We could just kill him.
What journal?
We can't just kill the whole tower.
Why not?
We can kill the tower. And everyone inside of it
Modern
falls.
problems require modern solutions.
All we need is 2 airplanes.
That was awful. You are that
Luke
it is
didn't
too
even
soon.
brag.
It
He's
is
looking at
too
the
soon.
brag.
He's looking at the stats.
It is too
tuned out.
soon.
He's tuned out.
Too soon.
Brutal.
Too soon. More than 10 years
Wasn't
ago.
even born yet.
More than 20
You
years
little
ago.
baby.
Fun fact, that's why I was born.
Alright.
You were 9/11,
Thanks.
baby.
Do you
Things
know,
we did not
do you
need to know
know,
about your
do you know
parents.
9/11 caused 50 Shades of Grey?
Ash?
Huh?
Grey
There's
ash.
like a connection.
No, 50 Shades of Grey.
Like
The
the
book?
actual book.
We-
The sex book?
We have to have another conspiracy theory night where you
Yeah.
explain.
Russians.
No,
Oh.
somebody witnessed 50 Shades of Grey and felt moved by it, so they started making music. And that they ended up starting their own band called My Chemical Romance. And somebody listened to My Chemical Romance, and it made them feel a way that they wrote a book. And I think it just goes straight to the book. It becomes Twilight. So somebody wrote Twilight and based it I think it was Edwin or whatever. Is it? No,
Edward, yeah.
Edward was based on that.
He looks
lead
right
singer
at you though.
of,
I've never read Twilight.
Okay. You liked the movies when we were kids. That was direct inspiration for the Twilight, and then a person who was obsessed with Twilight started writing fanfic. That fanfic later became 50 Shades of Grey.
So why are you obsessed with this?
I just happen to know it.
King of random knowledge.
Roll deception.
Fun facts, Luke.
Yeah. Side quest.
Lo and behold.
That wasn't the funnest fact I've ever heard.
Lo and behold.
9/11 was the
behold.
cause for the popular
50 Shades of Grey is his favorite book, is what he is leading into.
9/11 is the reason that all the kids today are reading fairy smut. 50,
Yeah, that's why.
50
Not COVID at all.
It's
50
like the
Shades of
nuking
Grey
anime.
broke the stigma for it to be acceptable for sex books to be mainstream. Smut books.
Stop defending yourself.
Well, considering I think at least two people in this room have read those books, and I'm not one of them. I don't think
The
I know
Avatar
what-
series?
Yeah, any
I
of
read the
them.
first three.
Yeah.
They were good, yeah.
I've read the first three too.
First
Yeah.
three.
Okay, so
That's
different-
it, and then they
Yeah.
get to be really bad.
So half the people in the room have read them, and I'm not one of them. So I don't think I need to do any defending.
Well, sounds like you're missing out. So, so I guess for the day we're just gonna be chilling.
Yeah. you
And
guys
then
can long rest.
tomorrow we get the bird to talk.
That's really
Tell us-
get.
We ask the bird to talk nicely,
Okay,
and politely.
Does the bird know what he's saying?
Do you know what you're saying?
When?
Tomorrow at the towers.
No key, no journal.
No.
You're not saying no key and no journal.
We're saying you found travel papers.
What key, what journal,
No.
travel papers.
Don't mention anything but the
He's
travel
pulling your
papers.
tails
Yeah.
right now.
Tell us about everywhere you looked. How hard you looked.
Can we do like a fake interview and have you
No,
interview him?
I think it's good. I think
Okay.
he'll be fine.
Okay.
I want to see how all this plays out.
And our backup
Says the
plan-
one who's
our-
most concerned.
Our backup plan, if the bird fails, is murder.
Our backup plan, if the plan fails, is good luck finding anything to prove us otherwise. How are they going to prove that we have anything? We're leaving the journal here. We're leaving the key here.
No. Well, I guess that's how we're safe. Yeah. For now.
Don't let that.
They'll just know that we're not giving them everything if they call us out on what we found.
No, I'll go in depth. I got this.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I trust
And
the
break.
bird
And
Yeah.
for
Go,
once.
go team go. So I
20
think
minutes, random side stories.
yeah.
Hey, we're really good at the side stories.
You want to
today.
practice the piano a little bit while we're oh, cool. What are you playing?
It's all duty.
I thought you already
Like,
could
Oh
play
yeah, I'm
these.
already proficient in it.
Yeah.
I'm just playing it now.
Hell yeah. Well, what do
She
you
plays really badly just to annoy Sal.
Well, what are you playing?
It's very angry music. I don't know.
Oh.
Da-na-na-na.
I got it.
No,
I
it's
got it.
Tool.
Da-na-na-na. I was thinking Taylor Swift, but if you want to play
It's
angry
Oh,
music,
no, that's her sad personality, not her angry.
It's 46 and 2. Or Shizm.
She just plays the death march as we're leaving.
da, da, da,
Yeah.
da.
It's this one.
You guys can long rest, reattune to everything, and then we're gonna head to the tower.
Okay.
Hello, my old friend.
I was thinking, hello, darkness.
I was looking at spells on here. Did you? And I totally forgot this fun fact. Did you know that the material components on most spells in D&D are just puns?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're crazy.
like Bakwano in Fireball.
Yeah.
But stuff like that.
Detect thoughts is a copper piece. Penny for your
Penny for your
thoughts.
thoughts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like the.
I thought it was combat music.
No, I thought it was the Peanuts song.
Yeah,
That's what I
Charlie
thought. I
Brown.
was like, I love that you said angry music and you went and put on the Peanuts theme song. But that's now I imagine you as Linus sitting there with your like dirty blanket.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the little bird.
I'm not a birdie, you're the bird now.
We got the. I'm the biggest bird.
Yay. Bulky ass bird.
So I wakes up
Peacock.
early,
I'm not
gets
I
her
chose to be
cup
small
of
still.
blood,
Oh, you can.
I'm just super big.
drinks
I'm just
some,
strong.
gets the portal ready for everybody else.
You guys flash a light. after your morning routines, hit the tower. You step out of the teleportation room. Noticeably, there were significantly more guards in the teleportation room, like the entry room. Like 3 extra people. Like they are like ready for you. You appear, and then they immediately like usher you past.
Why are there so many people here today?
You walk out of the room into the center hall, right? And immediately you see there is a wall of mages at the front gate. The gate is cracked, and you can hear people like yelling from outside on the other side of the gate. There is like a crowd gathered in front of this door to the tower. The floor that you guys are on, while normally is like very bustling, people in and out, people walking in, walking out, like is empty. There are mages at the front door, acting like a yeah, kind of a barrier keeping people out. There's the person at the front desk, and immediately they call you over. Come, let's get you out of here.
What is going on?
Where are you guys to be?
Council meeting.
Ah, of course. You over there, come. And somebody comes over and immediately ushers you out. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here.
What is happening?
Just a bit of a riot. No problem.
Yeah, the peasants are rising up.
Trust. Let's keep going. This is not the only town that's happening in. And they usher you over to one of the portals, takes you up. You guys enter the council meeting. Heading inside, you aren't the first ones, but you aren't the last ones. This is a full council meeting. There is not a member missing from this council meeting, which is the first time it's happened in a long time.
Hey, Rat.
Wow. Genasi brothers included and everything.
Genasi brothers included.
Don't fight.
Hey, Terminus.
We're not fighting.
You don't get to be weird now either. The town is weird, and you don't need you being weird.
Killed the dragon.
What? I can't say hi to Rat and Terminus?
Have you ever said hello to them before?
Yeah.
The skull dragon and the
Rat has given me a weird look at least twice.
Yes, because
So,
No,
we're
the
friends.
super black.
oh,
I'm glad that you
Survived.
survived.
Yeah, thank you, Rat.
Hopefully the information you found will be of some use.
It's beautiful. You will absolutely love it.
You're gonna love it. No one else has.
Couple
better
minutes pass.
information.
There is some like small talk, murmuring, people making short conversations. Everybody quickly takes their seats.
I know it was Terrace, but I was just calling him Terminus to see if I could arise.
I totally thought there was a character named Terminus, and I just didn't know it.
I thought you were talking to Rat.
No, I talked to Rat and I said,
Oh,
hi,
yeah.
Terminus, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Terminator.
He looks very confused.
yeah.
Everybody takes their seat. Mita comes in as well.
Shoot a perception check. Jeez. She's an elf. You're
You're
sauce.
so proud of yourself.
Well, cause the chaos.
You can take a piece of inspiration for that.
This bitch to the.
You whispered under your breath, and you are like, you guys all like sitting next to him hear it and start to like tense up, but at this almost the exact same time as he's like starting to cut off, or she's starting to cut off her phrase, somebody else speaks louder, which is like, okay, probably distracting. That's what they heard. Immediately, Brandy Broadfoot, the Adventurers Guild leader, stands up. And you guys watch him get off the chair and actually get lower on the table.
Get low.
Miss Timo, what the hell is going on? Why are our cities up in arms? Just relax, everybody relax. Please take your seats. We will discuss this and explain everything.
I have to talk. You're gonna talk for me.
Everybody sits down and they start the explanation. So, it appears we were not fully ready for what was going to be said by the Pater. We assumed there would be some sort of speak about how the Divine Five want to spread their influence, how they want to bring their good spirit into Spey, basic resistance. What we did not expect was for them to already know about the ongoings of Spey. It appears that somehow they have discovered the existence of the Black Hand, the ongoings of the corruption that we've seen. They knew the truth behind the sacking of Vastitis, and they felt it appropriate to share this information with the public. The power of messaging spells got out pretty quick. And so there are people in every city looking for answers right now. Answers that only we have. And
Sorry, what about Verstitas?
Vastitas was ransacked by a zombie horde.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, not that. I was hoping that they were talking about this town.
No.
Can't remember what that one is.
Port Novus?
Yeah.
Or Legatio.
Legatio. Yeah, that's it. I was hoping they were going to talk about how freaking weird and bad it is there.
Yes, unfortunately, as far as the commoners concerned, it is the end times. This is the apocalypse, and so it will not be surprising for you to see a rise in violence, a rise in looting, people abandoning the cities in troves. Please encourage your lords and your citizens to stay within the walls and the protections of cities. The tower specifically, our mages will begin focusing on creating some sort of barrier that might protect the city in case there is any rise in action from the dead. We will communicate this to the townsfolk so they feel safer. Though ultimately, if there was a horde to come, our best bet would be to fight it with the power we have. Again, this is an unfortunate oversight and not one that we expected. We're not sure how this information got out, but it appears that the members of Artis knew about it. Speaking of which, some of you are already aware, some of you aren't. We had a covert ops that went, I believe, successfully. Infiltrating Artis. Our goal was to ascertain information on why the Pater is here, though it seems that we've already deduced why that is. Party over here, do you have any useful information you guys did find pertaining to the Pater outside of this unfortunate?
Well, inconclusive.
You found nothing of use.
We found travel papers, him in dirty rags, which we didn't understand.
Yes, we witnessed it. We're pretty sure it was just a sense to appeal to the common man. You said travel papers.
You said
Is he planning on staying in Spey for a long period of time? Is he planning on visiting anywhere else in Spey? Is he going to be held up in Artis for the time being?
He wasn't, as memory serves, he wasn't staying here long, right, Swift? He had, like,
Yeah, he was
leaving from Artis
on the-
shortly,
Yes.
like, day or two. Which, I mean, from Artis. Which I didn't know
Next
he could be.
We were in Artis.
That's where we went to.
Yeah, but I didn't know he got dropped off there.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else of use that you guys found?
A broken bag, and that's about it.
There was this skeleton knight, but unfortunately it fell to death in the water.
The Pater had a skeleton knight in its service.
Not sure. It kind of jumped out a window.
Roll me a deception check.
No, that
Or
happened.
persuasion.
No,
that happened.
That sells. That
Yeah, that
sells.
sells.
Necromantic
Which
undead
we're not
servant.
saying she does,
Which
you ding dong.
We don't want them
This
knowing.
is why we didn't
19
let
persuasion.
Okay.
Full on deception.
No, it happened. So it's not deceiving
No.
Yeah, but you just agreed that the Pater had a skeleton knight
Had
in its
an
service.
undead servant.
them. Oh, well then it's
Where-
16 plus 8 instead, which is a 24. So either or, whatever you want.
Interesting. All right.
No.
This is, I'm glad we didn't let the bird speak that much. Jeez.
Hence the reason.
Well,
Now they're gonna think that the painter
I'll
does
put-
like necromantic.
I'll put it up to a vote to the council. Do we believe it's worth it to impede on his travel, perhaps seize the Pater and ask questions ourselves? Or do we feel that this was his ultimate goal, is to reveal this, our own secret, to our citizens in hopes that it would somehow turn them to the eyes of their gods, and instead not take action? There are benefits and cons to both. If we take action and it was brought public, we may lose the trust of everyone in this continent entirely. However, if there is more to this than just simply their ability to reveal our own secrets, and we allow that opportunity to escape us, we may again find ourselves in a losing position.
Yeah, let's kill him.
When do we
No.
tell him about the
I think
hand?
he's perfectly fine going away.
You can go away because that would be like a war of declaration against Domum.
Yeah, if we
Right.
kill him.
We killed their pope.
I honestly think what he wanted to do, he did. He came over here. He caused one hell of a problem.
I think it's okay to let go. Yeah, I agree.
You don't think he's bringing an inquisition to stay?
He already did.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
Yeah.
think that
So
he's
now that he's done his job, what else is he gonna do?
continue with the inquisition? And
He's
Inquisition.
He's leaving. We're letting him leave in a day or two.
and we believe the papers.
I guess that's another story.
We don't have anything else to contradict it.
Do you really want to keep him here?
Oh, I was just saying, I think if they vote to hold him, that we just shank him while he's,
That's a no. We're gonna kill Domum's pope. That's like a continental war.
yeah, they'd elect a new one, right?
One that's not happy with us.
They don't
Right.
know me.
You don't kill him. Yeah. I'm saying we let him go. That's where Mandy's thoughts at. He's already done the damage he was designed to do. He lost his power with no longer having access to any of his thing. So I feel like we let him go. This is like an open discussion, like amongst the council.
Yeah.
Where are the Genasi brothers at in this? What do they have a side? Let them go or have them be captured, or is there like a?
I've always wanted to kidnap somebody of importance. Tore in the air elemental.
Of course, it's him.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds pretty sneaky to me.
The general idea of the council is leaning more towards just letting him go and not risking creating an open war.
I want to cast
Oh.
sending over to Sal and be like, we need him to go.
I think sending you speak the words.
Hey, Sal!
Is it?
Does it have verbal components?
One of them's like you whisper under your breath and only then one person can hear it. I'm not sure if it's the same one. I think it's a message
Okay, because
actually.
if so, I'm not gonna do that.
That's called snide comment.
Yeah, it has verbal
What a
components.
Oh, never mind.
I think it's actually one of the things.
And its material opponent is a copper wire. The two comes on a string.
Mhm.
My favorite one is Unseen Servant.
What's the material component on it?
You can look it up. It's hilarious.
You're hilarious.
Thanks.
Well, that's what is like sea invisibility is like talc powder. So it's like, oh, you just
Yeah,
throw a bunch of powder and it covers the thing that's invisible. Now you can see it.
Did you see False Life? It says, bolstering yourself with necromantic facsimile of you, you gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for the duration, and its components are a small amount of alcohol or distilled spirits.
A bit of string and wood.
The
Oh
puppet.
yeah.
Oh, it's a puppet. God.
Yeah. I think it's my favorite one.
word goes about spells.
Yeah.
I know where I'm voting. Hopefully y'all know where you're voting.
I mean, ultimately, I'll vote with you guys.
I think we're on this council, but we weren't granted the rank of master, so I don't think we actually voted.
Yeah, it won't really matter.
Don't you talk about Padme that way.
Well, if we're on the council, everyone gets a vote.
Well, we're on the council, we're not granted the title of master, just like Anakin. I think that's what you're
Well,
Or we don't get
maybe everyone can vote, even if you're not a master. Obviously, we're here and we're included.
Let him go. If the Inquisition invades, then we deal with that.
If they do hold a vote,
Just an idea.
Manny will vote for
When
it.
he goes
Let it go.
over, we have Kraken remains. We can totally destroy their ship and lay a big old tentacle on there or something and frame a Kraken.
He wants to set up a whole murder of the Pater and then frame the Kraken for murdering the Pater, not us. Split the whole boat in half.
I don't know, I think, yeah, we're done. We'll let him go.
Let him go.
Alright, the council has decided the Pater will sail away.
Not for long.
On to the next order of business. Obviously, the people are unrest. There's going to be a lot of attention focused on keeping the city safe and civil as much as possible, which means that we're running out of time. We have 2 members of the 5 yet to find,
Oh, we know. We know that.
and their ultimate goal yet to be understood. So, does anybody here have any clues or ideas of where we might find one of these other members?
I believe we have an idea and we were gonna head there next.
Good. Do you know which one?
No clue. Oh,
not
only
Cletus.
because I don't pay attention.
Clivus.
Clivus.
Alright. Well,
In the main,
In the main.
specifically.
Alright.
We have a routes, we have quickies, we have a slight detour we need to make. That should only be half a day
Perfect.
detour.
Any idea of the 5th?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah? I don't remember, so.
Perhaps you'd like to share?
No.
Divide and conquer? The Gensai brothers could most likely take that on.
I don't trust them.
Then why are you here?
I don't wanna be.
Alright, well, I'll
We
send them
ask
on their
her
own path
questions.
to look for their own clues. Please keep in touch. Let us know how this event goes with Glyphus. Please handle it quickly and move on to whatever you think is going to help you find the next one. In the meantime, the rest of us, let's address our let's help our cities, address our people, ensure that the city stay safe, and guild leaders specifically, if you don't mind staying after this. I think it's time that we have a discussion and reveal ourselves to the lords of each of these cities.
One cast chose chaos.
Going at it.
She loves that.
That's going to conclude our meeting. People are free to go.
Where's that one guy that's super strong that likes arm wrestling?
The Fighters Guild leader,
Yeah.
Anders, the Goliath,
Yeah.
he's staying. So,
Perfect. I'm gonna sneak up on him.
Suplex him.
So,
I can climb on the wall.
Terrace gets up to leave. Espinelli gets up to leave. Brandy Broadfoot stays. Captain Eagle Eye gets up to leave. Rat stays. Anders stays. Yehan stays. Or not Yehan, Belfour stays. Ravenette stays. And the 4 Gensai brothers stay. Actually, they leave with Terrace. Sorry.
Nice. We'll leave too. I think.
I'm gonna sneak up on the Goliath.
Roll me a stealth check.
No problem. What about 39?
39. Okay. What do you do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sneak up behind him and just like
You wanna wrestle?
Does a 17 hit?
oh shit. No, actually.
No.
No, I got 19.
You see a palm the size of your face reach back to grab your scruff, and you manage to move out out of the way just in time. Like it wisps through your feathers and grips. The hand grips and slams on the table. He would have like flipped you a one-handed flip over suplex you onto the table, and he turns around and goes, "I don't like surprises."
Damn.
I'm just gonna go.
But if you would like to wrestle, find me after.
Wrestle? Can do it now. We're at a table right here.
This is not an appropriate time.
This
But come to the Fighters Guild. I would love to play.
Can I taunt him and be like,
You're such a...
guy always wants to wrestle, doesn't want to arm wrestle.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
17.
17. He puts his arm up to arm wrestle.
Do you wager, or are you just doing this for macho?
Okay, roll a strength check.
You think you can be a little collarbone bird?
Roll your strength check.
Ooh, that's a 26.
Crank! He cranks your arm down onto the table.
What? That's insane.
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19.
Get rocked, brother. Get destroyed.
Beginner's
Yeah.
lock.
Boom!
Laughing?
Fly home, little bird.
Ooh. Damn,
Cold.
get God.
I'll
Get-
see you around. Best keep both eyes open.
And he turns back to the table, getting ready for conversation.
Sal gets to the portal, starts talking to the guards, or the portal technician, and says, "Hey, we need to get to the island of the elves."
As you guys are about to enter that, you feel a kind of chill breeze on your shoulders and a whispered voice from behind you. Miss Timu may not have caught on, but I feel like you are holding back on us. It's Rat behind you guys.
Oh.
Damn, I'm super strong still.
I fought with the Goliath.
I cannot know your reasons why you would keep the information secret from the council, but I would trust that it's good enough for me not to ask any deeper. I will ask, however, is there somewhere where I should be looking in the meantime in your absence?
I look over to Phoenix. Like Sal looks at you like, should I tell him anything?
I think we can trust him.
If you feel like you should say something, you should say something.
Do you know the map of Spay pretty well?
I memorized it a long time ago.
Okay, so you know, past the eye,
Yes.
headed east through the forest. There's a twin-peaked mountain range with, on some maps, it looks like a large tree. This is what we think's been referred to as the ear, and I think that is a location we need to check for our fifth mysterious missing.
The forest or the mountains?
Mhm.
The forest or the mountains?
I believe it is the forest.
I think it's the mountains. But who knows?
I think the easiest way
Clear
is to
vantage point from the mountains.
get out. We're starting with
I'll try to do both.
we have better place to. We have more information about the main right now, but our next clue hint was in this vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a wart.
That swamp is earrings.
I appreciate your trust, and I'll do my best to pay it back in kindness. There is, in no sense, a way that they should have known about the ongoings of Spay.
Mm-hmm.
The information he shared in his speech seemed to be on what an observant person could find. I think somebody leaked the information from within the council.
Oh yeah, I'm on 10% board.
I have a knack for knowing when people lie. So I ended up in the position I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I have never once been able to get a single reading on Miss Timo, Mita, the Archmagi.
That bitch.
Damn it, Colin.
Got her.
All the way to the top.
I've never been brave enough to try, but I wouldn't be surprised if even her thoughts are protected.
She's got holes in different area codes, and they're all protected.
Nordberg.
And he turns and walks out, like, out of the tower into the crowd.
Nice.
The riotous crowd.
You watch as he hits the back of the wizards that are like kind of creating that wall. He flicks up his hood, and he vanishes in that instance. Like whether he ducked into the crowd or not, you can't really tell. Like it just like right as he was sidestepping in between two people and flipped the hood up, he just.
Hell yeah.
I can do that.
Sure you can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I continue with moving way towards the technicians. Just to
Yeah. They
Island
send
House.
you to. They're gonna send you to the location in on the Elven Island.
Yep.
Cool.
Did you send a message beforehand, or are we just showing up
I
unannounced?
think we were showing up.
Oh, I was gonna do sending for Nico.
Well, you should do that now because
Yeah.
you're about to.
Hey, Nico.
I thought she was dialing a phone.
We are coming your way.
Coming for you,
Hope you're
Taurus.
on the island.
You're gonna come chill with
Have
me.
something you would want.
Come on.
It's good to hear from you. I'll be on my way. I'll see you
Okay.
soon. Cool. You guys head there. It takes a couple minutes. You're escorted back out to the beach as soon as you hit the tower, where the canoes sit, to take you across the water. Takes a couple minutes, like let's say 25 minutes pass while you guys are chilling on the beach. And you hear a familiar voice call out from back up at the top of the tree line where this kind of tower piece existed, the small structure. Friends, it's good to see you guys. How are you doing? How have you been?
I don't think I know Nico that well.
No.
That's a y'all three thing.
Yeah.
You've known Nico.
Yeah. Rescue him from the ziggurat.
Yeah, he came out of the He came out of the mausoleum. You rescued him from
I wasn't there for the mausoleum, yeah.
You were there.
Mm-hmm.
Post mausoleum, he came with you to your house and stayed at your
Oh, I
house.
forgot he was a part of that.
Yeah,
The whole NBC. Okay.
because
cool.
they rescued him out of the mausoleum.
Yeah.
And then they rescued him again you guys rescued him again at the ziggurat.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
Smith that we
Nico.
don't know.
Good. I don't think I ever asked. Did you guys find that dragon egg?
What dragon egg?
Well. Yeah.
What we did find though, and it is rightfully yours. I pull out the crown.
His like eyes glaze over, and he's, that's not what I think it is it?
It's exactly what you think.
What? And he sticks out his hand to take it, and he starts looking at it,
So
flicking it over in his
sorry.
hand. Like,
We were told that it did not belong to us, but we were to pass it on to ones that we knew.
where did you
He's
find it?
waiting
Who?
for you.
Who gave it to you?
There's a dragon all the way north. And I pull out
Dragon?
a map. Yeah. And he's been protecting your rightful heritage.
Tell me everything.
I relay
Yeah.
as much information. I also pull out our map and I'm like pointing to where it was, and
You can tell
kicking rocks.
he's
and,
like pondering over this thought for a minute. He goes, "This is interesting. I'd have to confer with my father, but from what our old text said, from what limited information was documented about that day, the city was stormed by the dead, and in our moment of victory, a fell beast had taken up refuge in our home and slayed my forefather, my great far beyond grandfather, and was the final nail in the coffin in causing our people to flee. But the way you're suggesting, he had been there all along and instead was the reason that we had won. I have to think about it.
As he's pondering this with deep thought, I'm gonna pick his pocket for something valuable.
God, he's an ally.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
That's awesome. I got the gloves of Daverion.
He rolls on that one.
Yeah, right. Ooh, 19.
19. You find a couple platinum pieces in this pocket.
Oh, like, I was thinking more personal.
just a random knickknack or something.
Yeah, I was gonna do a magic trick. I can't.
Find a couple, platinum pieces.
Do they have a special insignia or something that only he would have? Or?
Damn it. Yeah.
Alright. You guys have done something wonderful for our people and for me, and I owe you a debt that I cannot repay. But I'll speak to my father and perhaps I can find some repayment. Our capital is a beautiful place, limited to the sight of elves and true elf friends, and I think you've proven without a doubt that you are one of them and perhaps
Hobbits
worthy of
now?
visiting that kingdom. Is there anything else I can help you with at the moment?
Yeah, where'd you get these?
Where what?
Where'd you get these?
Traded from.
The platinum that I stole?
And he like reaches into his pocket and he goes, "You are a slippery one.
It's super long.
I thought I was pretty good with my hands, but I didn't even check that one. So
Are you missing?
I think you owe it. I think you deserve it."
I don't want it.
Catches it, puts it in his pocket.
Just wanna know where it's from.
I just keep some change on me just in case.
I don't know.
We really were not expecting anything in return. This was rightfully yours, and we were told we were not allowed to keep it.
And we give back what's not ours.
After we take it from people, I guess.
Give it back. Like I said, yeah.
That's how economy works.
I cannot stay for long, I'm sorry. There is a bit of mild unrest.
Here too.
I've heard about the qualms of the common folk towns. It's not like that.
Yeah, peasants.
A couple of elders are offended that they weren't in the loop. Elves, they pride themselves on accumulating knowledge and believing that they are above others. And when they find out that they've been excluded from a
You do live in
significant amount of decision making, they tend to turn a cold shoulder to that. So, my father is hosting a dinner of truth, if that makes sense to you. Put everything on the table and allow our elder council to help make decisions on how our people will be involved going forward with solving this crisis.
Yeah. You guys are all isolated on an island, so I mean, a little bit to yourself.
Truthfully, if we wanted to continue our self-isolation and not get involved at all, nobody would know we were here. But over the years, we've gotten a bit bored with our island. That's why we started involving ourselves in your quarrels.
That's why the Yanti will take over the world one day.
Not if we have anything to say about it. I'm sorry. You're one of the good ones, but
Those good ones?
Roasted.
can't say
Two
that
brothers.
the vast majority of them are kind-hearted.
That's like. That's.
Nope, that still includes Sal. You know?
Yeah.
I would think not. Sal didn't try to kill me on sight. Most of her kin would.
That's a good point.
I never thought I'd hear the day when I thought I'd see the day when Sal was better than most. Whatever kind, I guess it's relative.
Okay,
Sala-
we got stuff to go do.
Salana, the kindest of
No.
the Yonti.
Kindest
The kindest
Yanti.
Yanti out there.
I'll kill you right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the
I'm
blood
assuming
coming
we
out.
can use your portal to go somewhere new before she does shank you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys know, I mean, it doesn't make a difference, as you know. Teleportation circles, the going to a location, the caster has to know the rune. So whether you
Yeah.
cast it in our portal room or cast it here on the beach, it makes no difference.
Oh,
It's
good
just
point.
the receiving point that is linked.
I got
My
this.
child.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the places that you're going, our mages inside that building aren't going to be familiar with the runes for it. So
Not worried about your mages.
That's a giant
fair enough.
praise.
Well, because they don't know that if they step outside of the city limits, they'll get crushed by the sentinels.
Good point. Never mind.
What?
Because if they step outside of the city, they'll be crushed by the sentinels.
Because we're going to the library.
Oh yeah. Well, they wouldn't.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I don't
they
care if
won't
they
know.
copy the runes
Yeah,
because
if
they're
they
not
go,
gonna
'cause they
know.
won't know. If they step outside, all of a sudden they're getting attacked by this.
Well, no, they wouldn't get attacked.
Oh, I know.
Because they're going out.
Oh,
They
because
have-
they're elves.
They're old elven empire
Ooh,
lineage.
I thought their clothes would have changed after 2 months.
Well, their
Oh,
clothes
yeah,
would have.
actually,
Their clothes
they
would have, but it
changed their
recognizes
clothes.
beyond just the clothes, their facial features and stuff.
Okay.
So like that's you guys made yourselves look like Nico and older elves of his lineage.
Okay.
That's how you disguised yourself to get through.
We can go back
So
and
they
find
could-
him.
Who?
The stone.
For a reason, this is milestone, not XP.
Well, I say we go to the.
What's
the
the-
Who
Yeah,
actually
it's
wants to
good.
play XP? That's.
I know, right?
I mean, I get it, but like
I'm gonna
also.
go kill 1,000,000 goblins.
Yeah. We're gonna spend the first
All I'm gonna
50
do-
sessions.
Yeah,
Right.
just kill.
Right.
Oh,
Every
story
NPC
objective?
you ever created, dead.
Oh, plot hook? Nah. I'm just gonna go murder stuff.
Murder hobo.
Yeah, go play RuneScape.
Yeah. Like, we got some business we gotta go take care of, Nico. So, is there anything else? I mean, we gave you the crown. I think.
No.
We'll get to see the city
You have done
at some
more
point.
than enough for me and my people. I really appreciate it. You guys do notice he seems quite a bit more mature than when you guys like ran into him 2 months ago. He mentioned the last time when you guys rescued him from the mausoleum, he was like, I think my time of like searching for this artifact is done and I need to spend some time with my people and growing as a person. He definitely seems like he's matured a bit in the last like 2 months. So
Nice.
Well, royalty respects royalty.
go. He heads
Yeah,
out.
got my crown.
You guys teleport to the library. It's still midday. So
I mean, I'm ready to trek into the main.
Already.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Okay.
Where's your passport?
Well,
Passport, check in.
Multipass. Multipass.
Okay, fast pass.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'm like a representative of the state of Yanti, so I think I just get a free pass anyways.
I thought you were
Diplomatic
the
immunity.
representative of
diplomatic
state.
community.
What?
Representative of bad mental state.
Should we all turn into
No,
horses
I have a great
and
mental state.
gallop
It's all you that
over?
freak out about
Just gonna
stuff.
gallop up this mountain
I'll
pass.
freak out. Pretty good.
These
Might be easier than walking.
These do.
Or I can make
It's
us.
definitely not an even road.
We can all turn into a bird.
I am
Whatever.
a bird.
Whatever beast out there,
Shark.
we can turn. Yeah, we can all turn into sharks and swim our way
Land shark.
Mountain
up
goats.
the river. We're all salmon now. We're all going upriver.
There's no river.
No, the main.
We're not going.
We're
going
going to
down.
the main.
Into
you
the main. Oh,
dingus.
perfect. Okay, that's what I'm about. We're gonna be mole
Snow
people.
leopards.
Or
Mole
moles.
people?
Yeah.
Goats.
Super fucking slow.
Yeah.
But we can burrow.
Not through solid rock.
Eventually.
Burrow speed.
Yeah. We're all earthworms. I don't know. What do you
Mountain
want?
goats?
Mountain-
Yeah, I was
yeah,
just saying,
sure.
I was gonna say, like,
I can turn us into animals. That's all I
Cougars.
got for
Americans,
making this trip easier.
big old bird.
Nah,
We're all
I-
snails.
It's about the
We'll be up there by the end of the
Snails.
year.
Steve.
By next spring.
You can just turn into like a horse and just ride.
I can turn us all into horses.
Horse, probably not a good idea on an uneven mountain pass.
Donkey.
This is not a like
Goats?
even road. It's like needs a bit of
Yeah,
like
you think that's a
trekking.
beast.
Let's just pitter patter get
Yeah,
to it.
let's just
Okay.
walk.
In your high heels, in your stilettos.
They're
She does
still
everything in these.
stilettos,
This takes
and I'm very good at
this trek takes honestly like a couple days into this pass. It winds through the mountains.
it. And it's winter.
It's winter. It's cold. You guys are trudging through snow.
I got 3 clips.
Um,
Good.
Mountain goat, mountain goat,
I refuse.
mountain goat, mountain goat.
I refuse. In
Um,
fact, I refuse for both me and the bird.
Yeah,
Um,
you guys have enough
thank you.
supplies that you're able to like keep fires going. I do want you guys making some survival checks for me to see if you guys can actually get a good night's rest while hiking this pass.
I still have my cloak, so I can just walk on anything basically.
You're
My arachnidia cloak.
don't think you can walk on top of
doesn't-
loose
yeah.
snow
I could spider climb on. Oh well, it's like
surfaces. It's,
yeah.
this isn't like
if
a
I ever
surface.
fall down and hit solid ground, good.
Yeah, but like you're trudging through snow. You're not Legolas like walking on top of the snow.
Yeah, you're not Legolas.
You're not Legolas. Stop being.
Take that.
Roll me a survival check, everybody.
What a
22.
poser.
11.
11,
23.
23,
24.
24.
I have advantage on survival.
12.
I don't know
Okay,
where that came from.
I'm gonna say you guys actually managed to find an alcove the first night and are able to get yourself a little bit of shelter from the storm. The path continues. Roll me another round of survival checks.
Nat 20.
18.
22.
26.
I'm familiar with this range. Yeah, my people have
17.
talked about the main.
This is where your grandpa died.
Well, I've never been here before, but we've talked
Cool.
about, I guess, like the
Now you're
mountain
getting the
range.
jokes. That
There's
was
no
good,
way.
Phoenix. Good job.
I'm familiar with the main.
Is that compliments? You are the nicest Yanti.
I will also murder you in your sleep.
It's okay. My people are known as murderers, so
Really?
Heyo.
murder pros.
Oh, I did not see that one
Fell
coming.
right into his trap.
Wow.
Right into his
She
freaking
Fell
trap.
for that one.
You guys find yourselves coming up to the mouth of a great cave. You guys see up ahead there's this rocky plateau that sits out like a big landing zone and a huge mouth to a cavern.
And if Luke hasn't written the bones of Great Grandpappy into his story by this point, he's got to
We'll
by next
see.
session.
We'll see. We'll find him.
Um,
Here.
Closure on Manny's part.
You
There's
guys,
a journal that says, My favorite grandson is
Yeah.
Manny.
It's like buried in
not
ice.
Manny.
And he's weirdly obsessed with mud. Like, no one else likes mud except this one guy.
You guys enter and see through the mouth of the cave. There is a two main sections of it with a very like icy strait on either side. On a large boulder on the far end of the cave appears a white dragon curled up in a sleeping-esque position. Its green eye flashes from across the room. And as it turns its head up to look towards you, you see that half of its face, the flesh is gone, and it is just skeletal mass.
Looking for.
This is an undead dragon. We will start next session in this combat with you guys at level 17.
Woo! Didn't even have to ask.
No.
No,
I only
that's
asked for
fine.
advantage.
Yeah, I ask if we leveled up.
Hey, Luke.
Yep.
Can you
Is the
get
session
advantage on his
is the session
initiative?
over right now?
Yes.
Can I have advantage?
You're gonna roll your initiative at disadvantage tomorrow.
Oh,
Just a straight roll.
tomorrow.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Straight roll
just
from
for
I
me.
get
tomorrow.
absolutely nothing.
For,
But you said
You get next level spell
insane.
slots?
That's what I'm looking for.
And health, probably.
I get one spell.
Do you guys want to do it right now and tell
Yeah,
the
I
stream?
think there's enough time to level up right
Yeah,
now.
we can do it now. I'd be down for that.
How well do you think that would be for this next session?
That's gonna be interesting.
By the way, in case you guys are curious on the size of this
Oh.
cave,
How will that be next
Yeah.
session?
currently,
It's huge.
yeah, guys, in case you're curious on the size, Clyphus is currently 150 feet away from you on the backside of the cave.
That's a big
So,
cave.
just in case you're curious about the size, the back wall to the front is, yeah,
Man, I got nothing at level 17.
Question. If
Yep.
I
190 feet.
Once you start getting like super high up, it's like you don't get much.
well, I
The ceiling also, by the way, is like, it is darkness. You can't tell how tall this cave is either.
would I get 4 since I already get 2?
Cast a spell as a bonus action. Until it ends, you can make 2 attacks with a weapon that fires.
Does it just not do anything since I already have 2?
Alright, starting at level 14, and this is might be a little bit important for Luke to listen to if we're still on stream as well.
Mm-hmm.
Level 14 being a necromancer. Starting at level 14, you can use your magic to bring undead under your control, even those created by other wizards. As an action, you can choose one undead that you can see within 60 feet of you. That creature must make a charisma saving throw against your wizard spell save DC. If it succeeds, you can't use this feature on it again. If it fails, it becomes friendly to you and obeys your commands until you use this feature again.
Okay. You are welcome to try this on a god
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is technically undead.
Good luck.
but he liked the idea.
That's all I'll say. You're welcome to try it on a god and
Mhm.
see if it actually has, like, it
Uh,
would work. But
Legendary resistances
So
are. a
I
thing.
have a question
Yeah, that's true,
because
too.
I did a level in Paladin, and I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to go back and switch it back to Cleric.
I'm okay with you just going back to full cleric. You only took 1 level in paladin.
No, now I have like 5 levels of Paladin. So one of them was attack per actions, and now it says I have 2.
You have 2 attacks.
Can I use a spell and still hit with my
No.
So I don't know what the point of having 2 is. So
I think it was just to give you, like, technically a divine smite if you wanted it, and also to wear heavy armor. But
so I might go. I don't know. I don't want to suddenly go up to level 17 of a cleric.
So can I see the spell again?
Mm-hmm.
So, cast a spell as a bonus action until it ends. You can make self-concentration
That's
to
what
make 2
I'm
actions,
gonna do.
2 attacks with a weapon that fires spells.
So I already get 2 attacks.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, those 2 attacks cost your bonus action. So you would
These ones, so I would get 2 more.
you would get your 2 regular attacks, and then the spell would give you. And unless you use a bonus action to make 2 attacks, so the turn you cast it,
Dude,
you use your
imagine
bonus action
if
just
I
to
could
cast
do
it,
this.
and then you need another bonus
guess it
action to
takes an
use the
hour.
ability to make 2 attacks, right?
Creature
Description.
that's been dead for 200 years, and then you like bring it back to life.
So,
It's true
yes, but
resurrection,
not the
yeah.
turn you
It's
cast
one of
it.
those, just like
So I can
Get
cast it, and then the next turn I would get 4 attacks.
Very cool.
Yes.
Cool, then I'll do that.
That's basically you get to.
That's
make your
from
most
everything I can
happen.
find.
Taking
Come
Swift
on,
Quiver
Sylvia.
then.
Hey,
So,
actually, this is necromancy.
Swift,
I was gonna say I don't do necromancy.
I was like, that's
But
exactly
this
what
literally
it
is
is.
necromancy.
I was like, I don't know how to describe it.
Yes.
How long has Clytus been dead for?
So, it's kind of like this is how it's written, but it's not fully explained because it doesn't say that it costs 2 bonus actions to use, but it's kind of assumed. So yes, Swift Quiver, bonus action to cast. You then gain the ability while you're concentrating on the spell to use a bonus action to make 2 additional attacks with the bow. So it is a concentration
Yeah,
spell. So if you get hit and get knocked out of concentration, then you can't do it. But yes, if you're up, then you essentially get 4 attacks per turn. Yes.
How long has Clytus been dead for?
Clyphus?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like, I don't know if he's dead, he's undead, he's a god.
What about the body of the current white dragon? That
Uh,
was recent. That was within.
I remember class 1.
yeah, it was a couple months ago.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, my longbow now.
Yeah, you guys get access to 9th level spells, don't you?
We do.
Okay, if I hit with my longbow, I will automatically be getting, with both hits, 40 points of damage. With my -5.
Goddamn.
And I have a plus 18 to it, so if I take my -5,
So
that's
plus 13. Yeah.
Insane.
So if you hit with all 4,
Yeah.
that's 80.
If I hit with all 4, that's, 80, because that would be 40 plus 40 plus whatever I roll.
Why is it plus 10 damage? Oh, 10.
It's 1d8 plus 10.
Oh, because it's a plus 3 longbow,
Yeah.
and you have the plus 2 from the archers, and then the plus 5 from your stat. So yeah, plus 10 damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So if I hit all 4, that's 40, and then if I do my -5, that's another 40.
Yeah.
So that's 80 plus whatever I roll.
Nice. And now Luke just tripled the health.
I increased their health like months ago when you guys were like kind of getting to higher levels than
Yeah.
what I was expecting with them. Also getting more familiar with like how much damage a high level party can deal too.
Right. It definitely changes when you're used to running campaigns to like maybe like max like level 12. Once you start getting above level 12, I understand why Baldur's Gate like stopped at 12 because I feel like everything past that.
BS.
It's so hard to scale for.
Yeah, it is really hard to scale for. It's very much up to
Yeah, I
being
mean,
flexible.
and level 16 is literally like god powers.
Yeah.
9th level spells are like gods.
Yep.
You cast the wish spell, like that's
I
insane.
didn't get wish.
You could have gotten a wish.
I actually can't access
I- not
level
as a druid.
16 or level 9 spells yet.
What?
Because I'm an
he
artificer.
multi-
I'm multi-class.
Will
So I'm
you ever get to
yeah.
at level 20?
I have 9th level spells.
Yes, at level 19.
Level 19.
Man, I didn't get wish. It's kind of messed up.
I wasn't planning on you guys hitting level 19.
What?
I wasn't planning.
Oh,
for
I'm not
some
really
of it.
worried about getting 9th level spells. Wand of Warp just gives me power word kill.
That's true.
So I have
At ninth
technically
level,
one
yeah.
access to it, but
Well, mechanically, also there is a way for you to also get access to a 9th level spell that you get to cast once for free, and that's becoming the Archmagi of the tower. You get the Robe of the Archmagi, the guild reward.
yeah, I already
the-
have it.
The Robe of the Archmagi. When did you get that?
somebody got it
Oh yeah.
and then gifted it to me.
Yeah, but then the other thing is you get to pick one level 9 spell, excluding Wish. You may cast it once a day without expending a spell slot.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, so my
So what did you get?
If we get one more level up before the end of the campaign, it's gonna go into a artificer. So level 4 artificer, because it will get me 1 more feat, and I'm gonna take your extra attunement slot, so I can attune 4. But that's only if we make it 1 more. So
You guys will get 1 more level up before the official end of the campaign.
okay.
There is a chance for us to come back to an epilogue to the campaign, which is strictly combats, but they're all level 20 combats.
Oh, damn.
If you guys
Vampire
survive
round
the
2.
finale, though, to be
Oh, is there any doubt we might not?
fair. Oh yeah.
Have you met me?
Uh-oh.
The finale is, it's a good one.
Oh, no.
Have you met me? I've
Yeah,
died
right.
in 2 out of 3
What did
so
we get?
far.
So you got the quiver, which is a concentration spell. You can take 4 attacks.
Nice.
That's
per
amazing.
turn.
I got a 9th level spell.
What'd you take?
I think I am going to take True Resurrection. Anything that's been dead for less than 200 years, I could bring it back to life.
I also took Resurrection.
True Resurrection or
Mine's just called Resurrection. And it's the same, well, that has been dead for no more than a century.
Mine's 200 years. Oh shit! I
I
gotta spend $25,000
Yeah.
on that.
Oh, I just have to spend 1,000 gold.
No, the next turn you don't get 2 bonus actions.
I'm gonna change that.
I was gonna say, I was like,
I'm a
2 extra
That's
attacks
the
for a
cleric.
bonus action. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, also I can bring the dragon back to life.
No.
The white dragon.
It's
that-
concentration for 1 minute,
It's not
meaning you
hard.
cast it.
So
On
then
turn
every
1,
bonus
you
The
get
white dragon's not here. Oh,
you
the
get
mom?
yeah, you
Mom,
would
we
get
kill it, bring it back
you
to
would get
life.
5 turns with it up
Now we
because
can
that's
return the
around a
baby
6
dragon.
minute
As
or
long
a
as I
minute
do
is.
concentration, I would get 5.
We don't have
No, sorry,
the
10
white
rounds.
dragon.
You would get 9
Oh.
rounds. Yeah, because they're 6-second rounds.
baby?
So
Or-
No,
you
the
would get
mom.
9
That's the body that
rounds
was taken over by
with the
Clyphus.
spell.
So I don't have to recast
Oh,
it
gosh.
So if we,
every other turn.
I think that's kind of a cool spell to take. But if you want to take it,
Then I'm happy.
we can totally.
Because I
make
think
that
it says
It didn't die of
until
old age.
end
it wasn't
of,
undead. Okay.
until the spell
Creature
ends.
returns to life.
So.
All its hit
it
points.
did become undead.
And wasn't undead when it died.
Roll
It
me.
will be undead when it dies.
Look, roll me a roll me a nature check.
Can it not be nature?
Use your wisdom modifier.
Okay, cool.
I think it's just stupid that it's intelligence.
I agree. That is gonna be a 26.
26. True resurrection probably won't work on this thing.
Damn. I'm gonna take something else then. Probably shapeshifter.
Because this is an undead creature who has been undead for more than 200 years. While it is like using as taken over the dead body of another creature, it is now this creature. It is no longer the other creature.
Damn. Cool. That's good to know.
You could, if you know a creature's name, speak the name and it will create a new body for the creature as part of True Resurrection. But you also need diamonds worth 25,000 gold to cast the spell anyways.
Yeah. I have the money, I don't know if I have the diamonds.
You
but we
don't
can,
have the diamonds.
We can always come back. We can get the diamonds.
Yeah, you have an idea. This probably wouldn't work. What did
I'm
you
not
get
gonna take it.
over there?
I took Resurrection.
Resurrection. And Hunter?
Oh, I took a feat and went to 4th level fighter, took hand crossbow or crossbow expert,
Nice.
and then I just took a weapon mastery and like a mace or something.
So now you can attack as a bonus action. You get 2 attacks with the crossbow essentially.
Yeah, I don't have to reload or don't have
Yeah.
disadvantage within 5 feet or something.
Yeah, both.
Damn.
When you make an attack with a light weapon, you may also, as a bonus action, shoot with your crossbow. Which your crossbow is a light weapon, so you can essentially shoot with your crossbow twice.
Good one, Katie.
I know.
There's a spell that for the next 8 hours, a creature would have every advantage on every D20 test. It takes 1 minute to cast, though.
You guys will have time when we come into this. You guys will have had time to pre-cast spells before entering.
So
This
like
isn't
I could have done Hero's Feast.
Yes,
and
you
things
guys
like
could have
that.
Hero's Feast. You guys could have pre-cast the stuff. Like it's not.
Hey, he's asleep.
I just mainly wanted to get you in to explain the premise of what next session looks like.
Yeah.
This is the idea that you guys have already pre-cast the spells that you will determine next session. So it's like a little flash forward to the future. We'll roll back a couple minutes, couple hours, whatever, to that morning when we start next session. But other than that, anything else, guys?
Don't think so.
All right, then we will be taken off. Are we on next weekend?
We are. The rest of June we should be on, as far as I know, as long as you're planning it.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.